Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to Bleckley County Royals football here. Brand new season underway. We are in Cochran, Georgia at Royal Stadium, Shelley Hayes Field. Don Byram here along with Mr. James Hagler. Mr. James Hagler. I said it wrong again. And we are getting ready to start what is going to be a different season than what we're used to due to, I'm sure everyone knows by now, I know everyone knows by now, to the old coronavirus. A lot of limits on what we can and can't do this year, James, and it's going to be different, to say the least.
Yeah, they're recommending social distancing here and wear a face mask, and we're just happy to be here. And of course, we're up in the booth, so we're a little bit separated. But a lot. You see some people with face masks, you see some people without. You see a lot of people separated from others. So. This could be different. The stands will not be as packed as they were. The fans will not be as packed as they have been in the past. But we'll still get to be here, and that way y'all can join us from home if you're not here. And hopefully those that are here, if they have to go home or whatever, you can catch us as well. So we'll be streaming all season. We apologize ahead of time for the video quality. It does not seem to be going through as fast as it should be, so you can experience some buffering. But we're doing the best we can, and we'll see what we can do to adjust that. This is a scrimmage for Bleckley County football, and it's a scrimmage for us too, Don.
Yeah. We're playing West Lawrence tonight. Normally we scrimmage them, but tonight it's a real game. And James, I was thinking the same thing. We're not going to have the crowd that we normally have. You can tell already the stands are very far from being full on both sides. And another difference we saw so far is the officials are not allowing more than one person to come to the center of the field for the coin flip. And that is per Georgia high school standards there. That is not a local rule. I think Georgia high school passed that across the board for all games this year. Only one captain can go to the middle of the field. Now the other ones can stay on the sideline.
Well, those officials aren't social distancing right now either.
No, they're not. West Lawrence is going to receive, so I'm assuming either they won the toss or we won and deferred. I didn't pay attention because they kind of did it in a hurry. Really didn't take as long, I guess, with just two men out there to shake hands and go over the rules. But West Lawrence will receive. They're in all white tonight. White helmets, white jerseys, white pants with the blue trim. Bleckley County, they're home purple, all purple. Purple jerseys, pants, white helmets. And a lot of new faces here, James, on our side that I know of. We even have a couple of coaches changes we'll get to later on. But we're about ready to roll here. And kicking off for Bleckley will be number 42, James Fordham. He's a young sophomore. I know his father. I'm going to tell you how old I am, James. This young man kicking off, I coached his father in rec football. So that tells you how old I am. He's got a son here that's in the 10th grade. So.
Yeah, well, he's got another son in the 11th grade.
Yeah, he does.
I coached his son in the 11th grade a few years back.
It goes way back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fordham will kick it off. Royal's still huddled up. The official walks out of the way, so he's ready to go. And James, I see a mask on a couple of the officials, but not on the one right here in front of us. I don't know if they're requiring those or not.
Looks like they're separated enough. Maybe now they're social distance from themselves.
I was watching the college game last night, and they were wearing masks, and they also had the electronic whistle. They didn't have the whistle that you use in your mouth. And we're not going to get a delay game on the kickoff already. The play clock just run out. And I think we did. We're going to have a delay game on the kickoff, James. That's not a way to start the season, is it?
Well, again, scrimmage.
Well, this is a real game, right? It's not a scrimmage.
No, they told me it was a scrimmage.
Oh, it is now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know.
I know it was on the schedule as a regular game, but...
hold on, we'll find out, though.
Anyway, we're going to kick off from the 35 as we get a later game penalty before we kick it off here. Fordham will kick it off now. So
I'll tell you, we'll find out after the kickoff, I'm sure.
West Lawrence has three men backing around their own 15-yard line. I can't see their numbers because of that blinded sun, but we'll get them in a minute. Here's the kick. It's a short end-over-end kick. Will be taken by number 3 at the 11. He's at the 15 to 20 and the 25 at the middle. 30, 35. He's got a room. 40, 45, 50 down the sideline. Fordham, the last man. He's not going to get him, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. And just like that, West Lawrence is on the board on an 89-yard kick return. That was number 3, Jaquil Edmond, a senior running back. And James, I don't think he was touched.
I don't think so either. They opened up a good lane for him there. He took it on the near side and just went all the way at an angle towards the back. Got to about the 30, roughly, and turned it upfield. And all he had to do was outrun Fordham to the edge there, and he was good.
So just like that, 13 seconds into the game, and West Lawrence up 6-0, and they'll try the extra point. That is number, I can't see it, 50-something, but I can't see his other numbers.
And that doesn't tell us anything about a scrimmage or a real game other than they returned it. So.
And they're all lined up the kick, so it's the real game here. There's the kick, a snap. Kick is a low kick, but I think it got in there. No, it didn't. It went wide. No good.
Actually, it looked like he caught the edge of it with the side of his foot. It spiraled.
That was actually number 97.
Okay.
I'm going to pronounce his first name there.
Mulch Barrett, I would have guessed. Mulch Barrett. But yeah, he caught the side of it. You could tell the way it was spiraling as it was going through, straight up and down.
So. Like one of my wedge shots out of the rough sometimes when I'm not having a good day at the course, which here lately has been pretty often. So. But anyway, with 11:47 to go in the first quarter, West Lawrence 6-0 on an 89-yard kick return on the opening kickoff. Not the way you want to start the season. And James, I said we've had a couple of coaches changes over the year. Our offensive coordinator, Coach Sean Patrick, is no longer here. He took the head job, I think, up at Zion High School, I believe it was.
I think that's right.
And I don't think Coach Lassiter has replaced him. I think Coach Lassiter has taken over the play calling duties. So I believe that's the case. That's what Jacob told me.
So what you're telling me is we don't have the offensive play calling coming from the booth when we go to all these places this year where we get to hear all of it.
I'm not really sure. I know we got some coaches up there, but anyway, now Barrett will kick off for West Lawrence now, and back deep for the Royals is, I think that's number 12, Dante Yates. Can't see who it is. It's a short pooch kick, and it's going to be fair called at the 25 by number 26. That is Chucky Stevens. And the Royals will have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And that was number 9 back deep, Marquise Brown, rather.
And at some point during this, I know we're going to get out there and run some plays, and we'll talk about players, but I want to get everybody's name read at some point, off of the roster.
We got some new faces out there, and some old ones. Of course, everybody that follows Bleckley County football knows about Amarius Mims.
Yeah, everybody does number 65.
Yeah, some recruiting sites have him ranked the number 1 tackle in the country. Others have him at least in the top 3.
Yeah, I've seen him as number 2 on 24/7 Sports.
But Dominic Sasser's the quarterback. He's in shotgun. He has Stevens, and he'll flop him over to the right side, and he hands it to him. Try to get around the left side, nothing doing. He's going to lose the yard back to the 24.
Sasser recently committed to Carleton College.
That's up in Minnesota, right?
Yes, Minnesota. Actually, I was talking to his dad before the game. They're ranked number 7 academically in the nation, right up there with all the Ivy Leagues.
Yeah, I saw him put that on Facebook, a few weeks ago, and I Googled that college, and they play in the Division III level, which is a very competitive level. A lot of fine players play on that level.
Well, more students that you're expecting to go for academics.
Right. And I don't think Division III can give athletic scholarships.
They do not. They give academic scholarship to those athletes, but they have to do it based off of athletic merit.
Sasser takes a snap. He fakes to Stevens, rolls to the right, throws out in flat. It's complete up to the 35. First down up to the 37. Number 11, Jaden Mobley, young sophomore receiver for the Royals.
And I misspoke there. Off of academic merit, not athletic merit.
Right.
Cannot be based on their academic athletic skills, fully off their academic skills.
That was Jaden Mobley, a 10th grader. So, James, we're probably going to see some young guys tonight, as we did lose some players at the skill positions at the wide receiver spot. Especially, he lost
Lost a couple of running backs, Bryce Bailey.
I couldn't think of his name. I could see his face, and there's a offsides on West Lawrence. That's going to give the Royals 5 more.
Hold it as little as possible.
We lost Bryce Bailey, and we lost Marcus Brown as well. 2 of our starting receivers.
That keeps it more steady. Okay.
And I'm not sure what we lost off the offensive line. I know we lost Bo Williams to graduation.
Yeah.
He was one of the starters, and
I'd have to go back and pull my roster out from last year
and
take a look.
He's looking at a Marius stand. He makes everybody else look so small.
I know.
First and 5. Sasser gives it to Stevens on the read, and he got about a yard, and he got nailed by, I couldn't tell who it was on West Lawrence. He got about a yard.
Last thing I read on Mims, he was ranked number 6 in the country, number 2 overall tackle, and number 1 in the state of Georgia.
Right.
Of course, what I was reading, they were saying he had actually gained some height. He's about 6'8" now, 6'7", 6'8", somewhere in that range, and 325 maybe.
Yep. There's a snap. Sasser gives it to Stevens again. He breaks one tackle at the line. He falls forward or tries to get to the 45, and that's going to be about it. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2 from there. And they know that we're going to be wanting to run behind him. Yeah, well, it's not going to take a coaching staff hard to figure that one out.
Yeah.
And, everybody's still guessing where he's going to commit to. He was going to commit in August and then backed it up to October again. And
yeah, 24/7 Sports is projecting he's going to Georgia.
Yeah,
they've got 100% certainty there. And
I was thinking Alabama or Georgia, but he was at the middle school game yesterday. He had on a Tennessee shirt. So
well, I think he's personally trying to up his social media following.
All right, Sasser takes the snap, gives it to Stevens again, and he's hit behind the line. He's going to lose yardage back to about the 43. And it's going to be 4th down right there. The Royals probably have to punt this thing.
Somebody upstairs wasn't happy with that.
No, they almost kicked a hole in the floor. And the punt team will come on for the Royals. So we get 1 first down, and then we bog down after getting it 1st and 5 in 3 plays. We get 1 yard, so it's 4th and 4. We had 8:50 to go here in the first quarter. West Lawrence leads at 6-0. Anybody out there listening to us that has Minor James' cell phone, text us and let us know how we're doing.
I got Raleigh's got it up over here on his phone and listening to us, so it's coming through pretty well.
Okay, 4th down and punting for the Royals.
Video's buffering a little bit. Again, we apologize about that, but nothing we can really do about it at this point.
There's a snap, and Fordham will kick it. And it's a high, wobbly kick, going to come down about the West Lawrence 35, takes a Royal bounce and touch right at the 30. And it'll be 1st down West Lawrence right there.
That was number 7, Tyler Wilcox, that it backed up into.
Yeah, and good thing he did, because it actually probably would have bounced back about 5 more yards. I noticed West Lawrence, I think there's restrictions on the band this year as well. We don't have our entire band, I know. And West Lawrence usually can fill up a third of the benches or whatever their band. And
I'm a little curious about the college is not allowing the bands to travel. Mm-hmm. But I'm surprised high school does, based on that,
1st and 10 from their own 30, and that is quarterback is number 5 or number 2, Gunnar Jeffers. He takes the snap. That's number 5. He throws out the flat, complete to number 15 over there, and he's run out of bounds near the 1st down marker, right around the 40. And I just got a text here from my daughter-in-law, Amanda, said, y'all are sounding good. Your son is stomping. Okay, so Jacob must be on top of the box. I didn't know he was up there. Amanda,
I saw him coming up the stands earlier.
Yeah, Amanda and our granddaughters are going to the beach, so they're going to go to the beach to come to the football game. You believe that? And I hope she's listening to that.
I know Shane Savant's not here because he's apparently at the mountains this weekend.
That's number 5 quarterback in Bradley Wilson. He's in the shotgun. He'll send a man in motion. 1st and 10. They got the 1st down right at the 40, and takes a snap and he hands off to the tailback, and nothing doing. The Royals knocking down way behind the line. And did the ball come loose? The Royals are saying they got it. I haven't seen the official yet. The Royals say they have the football back at the 36, but the official has not made a signal one way or the other yet. They're talking it, but I think they're going to still say West Lawrence football. Although 2 officials are still talking it over there, the white hat and the line judge. And let's see here. And they say no fumble. It will back at the 37, loss of 3, be 2nd and 13. And my daughter-in-law said she did hear me, which I knew she did, but that's cool. All right, and Coach Ford and Coach Byram are up on top of the box tonight. Coach Ford is the defensive coordinator. All right, Wilson in shotgun again here. 2 wideouts to the right, nobody to the left. Long count. Takes the snap, and he gives it to the read on the fullback or tailback, and he's going to lose yardage again, back to the 35. And go to roll defense all over that. And who was that running back? I couldn't tell the number on the running back who that was. But this could be 3rd and 15 from the 35-yard line here. Hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast tonight. sun finally trying to go down behind those trees over there, so maybe it'll cool down from 100 to about a nice 95 maybe. But it is extremely warm. About 3rd and 15, Wilson's in the shotgun. He'll send one man in motion, a wide out on each side. He has a running back behind him. Long count. And he takes a snap. He's looking to throw. And he's lucky he wanted to hand off and nobody was there, so he's going to keep it himself. And he's not going to get about a yard or two, and the Royals will stop it. James, apparently that was the running back thought he was going to pass, and Wilson wanted to hand off, but nobody was there. So he pulled it down and ran with it. And Raiders will have to punt now. So it is 7 minutes exactly and counting to go here. West Lawrence leads it 6-0. They ran the opening kickoff back when they scored. So back to punt for West Lawrence is number 30. Can you read that number, James? 31 maybe?
I cannot tell.
And back deep for the Royals, number 13, Darvin Yates. And I can't see the other young man's number the way he's turned. There's the snap. And he will kick the kickoff. Pretty good punt. And Yates will backtrack and take it at about the 27. He's at the 30, needs a block, not going to get it. And he's tackled by a host of Raiders at the 30-yard line. That was number 32 for West Lawrence punting. That is Cordarian Hickman on the punt. And Yates had about a 3-yard return up to the 30. It'd be 1st and 10 Royals right there. And James, like we said, the virus is affecting the attendance tonight because normally both of these teams bring a good crowd even when they travel.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And West Lawrence does not have they're spread out over there, but they still don't have enough to fill the stands, and we don't either. So.
And Don, I appreciate you coming around. I was trying to zoom in the camera just a little bit. Hope you got to adjust it.
Sasser in the shotgun. He has Butler in the backfield. Javon Butler in the backfield. He fakes to him. Sasser's going to keep it, and he's not going to get anything. Flag down. Came in right at the point of the tackle.
Probably going to be a hole.
I think
where it came in.
And the way Mims is acting, it may be on him because he's saying he didn't do anything. And usually when you start denying it right away, that means you're guilty. So there was no gain on the play. And apparently West Lawrence is going to take the penalty here. They're marking 10 yards back to the 20. It was a hold on Bleckley. And like I said, the way Mims was acting, he was the one who was caught there, which he was right in front of Sasser trying to make a block. But he had to block about 4 people. And it'll be 1st and 20 from their own 20-yard line now. 6:20 to go in the quarter. West Lawrence leads at 6-0. And Sasser will bring him to the line. He's in the shotgun. He has Butler in the backfield with him. He'll split 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Long count. But Sasser takes it. He fakes. He gives it Butler on the delayed draw, and he's hit behind the line, trying to get loose. He's not going to do it. He may have gotten back to the 20 for no gain, so there's going to be 2nd down and 20, and just the blocking not there right now. James, every time we tried to run the ball, there's just the blocking is not there. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
Yeah, they're just getting right on through. I don't know, what we got to do to change the scheme up or make something happen, but.
Yeah, like I said, we do have some new faces on that offensive line that's, doesn't have much varsity experience. All right, 2nd and 20 from the 20. Sasser in the shotgun. He takes it. He fakes to Butler. No, he gives it to Butler, and he breaks a couple of tackles and gets up to about the 22. And that was not Butler. That was Stevens, rather, number 26. 26 and 23 are the running backs. That was Stevens on the carry. He gets to 22. Going to be 3rd down and about 18. And we're about to reach the 5-minute mark. And it's first game of the year, James. So, of course, you're going to have your butterflies and you missed assignments because you just hadn't really had to. With this virus, the coaches couldn't really get a real full practice in like they wanted to,
Yeah, I know they've been limited on practices. They've had a lot of people out.
A lot of practices had to be canceled due to this thing. Right, 3rd down, Sasser takes the snap, rolling to his right, looking to throw, throws out in the flat, incomplete. Oh, there's a flag down. They stopped the play. Okay, I was wondering why our receiver stopped running because he was open. And it's a false start on Bleckley, so the play was killed from the start. And that'll back us up 5 more, so it's going to be 3rd and 20. Let's see, 3rd and 23 now. So the Royals are, after forcing the punt from the Raiders, are going backwards. With 4:41 to go in the quarter, and now they start the clock right there. 6-0. West Lawrence leads it here. They ran the opening kickoff back and missed the extra point. Other than that, that's been all it. Both teams have had it a couple times and punted, picked up a first down here and there. That's been about it. Sasser shotgun, third down and a long way. Fakes. He throws out, and it's incomplete. I think their defender got a hand on it right at the line, and it fell short. So number 21 for the Royals, Caden Maxwell, was open, but I think the ball got tipped, and it short hopped him. And, of course, he caught it. He had a long way to go to get the first down anyway. And the Royals will have to punt. And Fordham will go back to punt for the Royals, and back deep to receive right at midfield for the Raiders is number 5 Wilson and number 11 Boston. So, and they're standing right at actually they move up to the Royals 45-yard line now, so they stand to get good field position here unless Fordham can get off a boomer. You don't see your quarterback returning punts very often, but they have him back there.
Sometimes you get that do-it-all guy, that Swiss Army knife or slash.
High punt and fair caught by Wilson at the Royal 47-yard line. So pretty good punt by Fordham. He had to kick it from about his own 2-yard line. But the Raiders will have fantastic field position here with 4:22 to go in the quarter and 6-0 they lead it. And James, next week we will travel to Vidalia to take on the Indians down there. But Vidalia's been having a lot of problems with this COVID-19 deal. They've had to cancel a couple of games already, so that game may be up in the air. It just depends on what happens next week.
Yeah, it's going to kind of be that way all season.
Yeah.
I
think every week is going to be iffy. It's going to be iffy every week because you never know. And Vidalia does have a new coach this year. Their old coach went up to Lincoln County, and they have a new one now. All right, Wilson in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to the left. There's a snap, low snap. He hands it to the tailback, and we're trying to chase him down behind the line. Flag down. Behind that may be a hold, and we're going to tackle him around the 50. He lost about 3 yards. That may be a hold on West Lawrence. It is. The flag come in right from the white hat there. Number 32 was the ball carrier. That is Hickman. And let's see if Coach Lassiter, he does say take the penalty, so that'll back him up. 10 from the spot is about where the loss of yardage was anyway, so technically it's going to be a 13-yard penalty instead of a 10-yard. Because holding is always administered from the spot, pretty much. There's a couple of circumstances where it's not. And they back it up to the West Lawrence 41. It's going to be first and about 23 from right there. They got to get all the way to the Bleckley 37, just inside the 42-yard line. And they'll wind the clock right there as we reach the 4:10 mark. Wilson in the shotgun. He has Hickman behind him. Wideouts to the left and right. One H-back standing in front of Hickman. Wilson just to his right. Wilson takes the snap, and he gives it to Hickman in the backfield, and we're all over that. Nothing doing. We got 3 guys. Hit him right time he took the handoff. He's going to lose yardage back to about the 38-yard line. And leading the way was number 20, I believe, for the Royals. Christian Newburn looked like. No, I beg your pardon. That is number 28. Demetrius Pope, not number 20. That is number 28. And they mark it at 39. I thought that was a generous spot, but it's going to be second down and about $1.50 Uber ride. Second down and 21 to go now. Wilson shotgun again. He'll put trips to the right this time. Nobody to the left, and Hickman's in the backfield right behind him. He takes the snap, and he fakes to Hickman, and he's going to roll to his right. Tries to throw. It's complete behind the line at the 35, and he's hit right away. Boy, somebody nailed him.
Number 4, T.J. Hayes.
T.J. Mays on the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Number 16 for them caught it in backfield. That's Ramsey. He caught it about the 35, and he took a couple of steps and met Mays, and Mays flipped him upside down with a clean hit. It's going to be 3rd and 21 now. Wilson had to get rid of it. He's going to be sacked way behind the line. And Sylvester Stallone has entered the building. If you can hear that music over the air here. They'll send 2 wideouts to the left, and Hickman is in the backfield with Wilson. He has an H-back to his left. Now he'll flip-flop his right tight end over to the left. Wilson takes it and flag down. I think we got a delay of game. We do. The clock has run out. Again, we have the play clock at each end zone, so we can watch that instead of having to watch the official. Sometimes the clock and the official are not on the same page, but they were on that one. And the penalty's back to the 34-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 26. And you would think the West Lawrence coach would probably just run something safe here with this much distance to go, but we'll see. And we're about to reach the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. It's 6-0 West Lawrence as they return to opening kickoff. 89 yards. That's the only scoring so far. Wilson will flip-flop his tight end. Wide out, 2 wideouts to the left. He takes the snap. And he's going to give it to Hickman on a stretch play, trying to get him around the left side. He's not going to get much. We hit him at the line of scrimmage. He's spinning. He's down right around the 35. He gained about a yard. It's going to be 4th down and a long way to go.
Don, I've been trying to figure out the zoom on the camera, and it's just not pulling up the way that it was supposed to, or like it did last year. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to zoom it in right now. We'll play with that maybe at halftime and see.
All right, and they are going to punt the football here. And back deep for the Royals will be number 9, Marquise Brown, and number 13, Darvin Yates. And punting for West Lawrence will be number 32. Is that number 32? Yeah. That is Hickman will punt, the running back. And Yates and Brown are standing on their own 35, so the Royals stand to get pretty good field position here. There's a snap. Hickman will get it off, and it's a high end-over-end kick. Fair catch called for, and he fumbled it right around the 32, but I think we got it back. That was number 9.
Now, number 9, Marquise Brown actually fielded the ball.
But Yates was the one who called fair catch.
Yeah, there's a guy behind him, Darvin Yates, actually signaled for the fair catch. So.
And Brown fumbled it, but he fell right on top of it. Now, had he caught it, he probably would have took off running because he didn't see the fair catch, and of course there would have been a penalty on that.
Yeah, either man back can signal the fair catch, and then it stands for the other one. But he's got to be talking to his
you do
the other guy back there. If you're going to signal for it, you got to be back there talking.
So 1st and 10 from our own 32-yard line now. We're a minute 30 to go in the quarter. Dominic Sasser in at shotgun. He'll split 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, and I think he has Stevens in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, he fakes, he gives it Stevens on a delayed draw. He's got room up to the 35 and got tripped up around the 38-yard line. Going to be gained of about 6. You're lucky he's going to get more than that. Somebody tripped him up to bring him down as he tried to cut out to the outside.
Yeah, just a lucky shoestring grab there by somebody on their line.
So it'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 38-yard line. And we're about to go under a minute. Sasser's in the shotgun again, wide out on each side. And he'll send Stevens in motion. He takes the snap, looking to throw. Throws the comeback screen to number 11. He's going to be tackled right away. No gain. That was Mobley on the catch.
Again. Yeah, Jaden Mobley.
And he had Mims in front of him, but for some reason Mims just missed the block. The guy that he missed made the tackle right there. And I don't know why Mills missed him. He was standing right there in front of him.
I don't know if he got too far down. Thought he was too far downfield or what, but didn't want to engage too quick or what the case was.
He actually lost about the length of the football, but still be 3rd down, about 4 in length of the ball maybe.
Yeah, you can look here in the stands and the reserve seating, which is usually full.
It's not even half full.
No, not even half full this time.
Sasser takes the snap. He fakes. Stevens going to keep it himself, and Sasser is going to get up around the 40, and 9 out of the 11 West Lawrence players are in that pile.
Yeah, and he picked up about 2.5.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down at the 40 and about 2 to go. And the quarter's going to end right there. So Coach Lasser's got a little timeout here to decide if he wants to try it here or not. You're on your own 40-yard line. You need 2 yards, and you're down 6. You might want to but we'll see what he does. But James, well, we got a minute here. I'd like to pass out condolences to the family of Mr. Tommy Palmer. Mr. Tommy Palmer was the voice of Georgia Public Broadcasting when it comes to high school football. And he passed away last night after a long extended illness. And I knew Mr. Tommy for years. I actually had the honor and the privilege to work a couple of games with him here in Bleckley County as he came down and worked them. But we'd like to send our condolences out to his family. Mr. Tommy passed away last night. And if you listen to the scoreboard show on Friday nights, you would hear Mr. Tommy. He did that every Friday night. And he did a lot of state championship games up at the Georgia Dome and all for Georgia Public Broadcasting TV. And
yeah, definitely. You know, that halftime. He always did the halftime show for you know when we were on the radio, and so.
And like I said, he had the voice for this profession here. I don't understand why he didn't. he didn't go farther. I mean, up to the next level, if you will. Maybe he just didn't want to, but I know he had the talent to do it. All right, 4th down. We are going to go for this thing starting the second quarter, or we're lining up like we are. Sasser in the shotgun. 4th and 2 from the 40, and we do the hard count, and they jump off sides, so we're going to get the free first down here. Maybe that was Coach Slasher's plan all along, just try to draw them off sides and whatever.
Well, that's what I figured it might be is try that, try and get them to jump. You only had 2 to go. Why not try it,
Yeah, I mean, if they don't jump, call your timeout, then kick it. So 1st and 10, they move it up to the 45, and so it's a good move there by Coach Slasher. He may have been intending to go for it all along, but didn't have to run the play. So Slasher brings him up to the line, wide out, 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. He takes a snap, he fakes, throws out, incomplete, flag down. I think they stopped before it ever got off. It's going to be a false start.
So we give them 5 yards back, but they don't take away the first down.
Right.
So.
Got to go back to the 40, be 1st and 15. And first game of the year, you're probably going to have a lot of the false starts and the jumping off sides like West Lawrence had.
Well, at least the 5 yards they were dead on the 40. They moved it to the 45, they moved it back to the 40, so they got that part right.
Yeah, we have seen them mark off odd number yardage on
3.5 yards, 4.5 yards, 7 yards.
You remember last year, the last game of the season up in Southwest, how many false starts did we have that night?
Oh, my goodness.
I lost count after the first half. All right, 1st and 15, Sasser in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Throws out here. It's intercepted. Right there, up, man. He's up to 40 and brought down about the 39. That was number 8 for them. Caden Snell picks it off. He was just standing right there in the zone, and I don't know if Sasser didn't see him or what. But
he stepped up to pick up the running back. He was supposed to pick up the running back out of the backfield, I think is what Sasser saw, and he bailed on that real quick when Sasser pulled back to throw.
Yeah. Well, the
and
ball
stepped right in there.
The ball hit him right in the chest, so the turnover will give the Raiders the ball on the 40, 1st and 10.
It's been almost a year since you've had live action, so still got to get a lot of that out.
And this is a non-region game, of course. West Lawrence plays up in Class 4A anyway, but Wilson's in the shotgun. He'll send a man wide to the right in motion. He has Hickman in the backfield with him. He fakes to Hickman. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. Throws out in flat, complete. Doing before he's up to the 35 and knocked down up around the 31-yard line. Gain of about 9. That was
T.J. Mays, number 4. Just a little rollout there and dump.
Number 4, Clark made the catch.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at ours. Grayson Clark.
Yeah.
I looked down at the wrong one. Just a little dump out right there. Just, roll out, make the defender come up to the quarterback, and nobody picked him up out of the backfield.
We're 2nd and yard there at the 31. And we're 11:20 go in the half. Plenty of time. They got 2 wides to the right. Hickman's in the backfield. They'll flip-flop their tight end. A very short shotgun for Wilson. He takes the snap, gives it to Hickman on a straight run. He bounces outside, got the first down over the 30. They're trying to bring him down. They finally knock him down out of bounds up around the 27, maybe the 28-yard line, but it will be a first down for the Raiders.
I couldn't tell who that was that had a hold of him over there and wrapped him up and kind of kept him in there. 17, Luke Duffy is who was announced.
Somebody cleaned it up pretty hard. They put a good lick on him to knock him out of bounds.
A couple guys finally got over there to help him, but who? Number 28, Demetrius Pope actually had the first contact, was holding on to him over there, trying to get him down. Got some help.
They mark it at the 28, 1st and 10 Raiders. Wilson's in the shotgun. He'll spread 2 wideouts to the left. Hickman's in the backfield. They'll flip-flop back tight end again. He takes a snap. He fakes. He's looking to throw. He's still looking. He's under heavy rush. We're going to sack him way back around the 40-yard line.
Number 17, Luke Duffy.
Luke Duffy on the sack.
Yeah, came wide open, just running straight at the quarterback.
And they're going to give him progress to the 38. And that's probably right because Duffy did sling him back a few yards. But loss of 10 on the play, going to be 2nd and 20 right there. Duffy come in, he just beat his man, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't think he got touched.
I think he came on a delayed blitz, to be honest with you.
He's playing linebacker.
Yeah, he got a wide open run at him, but he did the right thing of wrapping up.
Yeah, he didn't just go and hit him.
Exactly.
2nd and 20. Wilson shotgun again, takes a snap, pitches it to Hickman, trying to get him around the right side. He gets a block. He's got the corner, and he's run out of bounds near the original line. He may have gotten the lost yardage back up around the 29-yard line. He got a gain of about 9 on the play.
Number 7, Tyler Wilcox knocked him out of bounds over there.
And that's something they hadn't ran all night, was that quick pitch and got him outside. And they mark it just inside the 29. It's going to be 3rd down and about 10 and a half, looks like. as we 9:48 to go in the quarter, or in the half rather. And he wasn't out of bounds. I'm used to college rules where you got out of bounds, they stop it, but then they start it right back. And he did start it back, so apparently he did not go out of bounds.
Oh, no, he got knocked out of bounds. That was how he got knocked out.
So is high school doing that rule?
I think high school's doing that too.
Wait, we'll speed the game up then.
Less time to contact on the field.
Wilson in the shotgun, drops straight back. He's under heavy rush. He throws the screen complete to Hickman up around the 26. And we had him and we let him go, and there he goes at the 15 to 10 and brought down inside the 10.
He was on a knee when he made the catch, and I think they let him go thinking that he...
Yeah, somebody had him wrapped up right at the 26-yard line. He looked like he was down. He let go. I mean, he took off, and they said the play still goes.
Yeah, 22, Amari Jackson had him, and I think he let him go because he didn't want to get a late hit penalty after he was on his knee. I don't know how they missed that. He was on the knee when that ball was caught.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he caught him on his knee.
Yeah,
the way it looked.
Absolutely.
And of course, in high school, just like college, you don't have to be touched. Once your knee is down, you're down.
So I'm not sure how everybody missed that, but
yeah, we had a player grab him and then intentionally let him go, and he took off and almost scored. He got to the 9. Our last man brought him down. So first and goal now. Wilson shotgun, 2 wideouts to the left. He takes the snap and he fumbled it. He picked it right back up, and Wilson takes it in. He almost scored. I think he did score. Touchdown, West Lawrence. Wilson fumbled the handoff to number 4, I believe it was Clark. And he picked it up and just ran straight into the end zone. Touchdown, West Lawrence.
An unfortunate play on the previous play where the Royals thought that he was down and didn't want to get that penalty, so you let him go. And turns out, next play, a little bit of dumb luck for West Lawrence. So.
Yeah, he fumbled a handoff and we didn't see it. He picked it up and ran right up the middle for the touchdown. Now Barrett will kick the extra point. There's a snap that's set down. Kick is low kick and no good again.
Yeah.
He moved it to the left again.
That one got real wobbly. It didn't have the power the last one did, but it still was wide left.
So it's 12-0, and I don't know about if that's their best kicker or not, but so far he's not having a good night.
8:51
With 8:51 to go here in the half, it's 12-0. West Lawrence leads it now on an 89-yard opening kickoff return and a 9-yard quarterback keeper / fumble recovery, I guess you want to call it.
We got my son Raleigh Hagler, who's been our sideline reporter a couple years ago, and done other stuff for us tonight. He is actually running the camera for us and doing our chat. So feel free to chime in with where you're watching from. Are you watching from home in Cochran, or are you watching from out of town? Let us know where you're watching from, so we can kind of see what our.
How many viewers do we have?
Raleigh, click over here.
All right, Barrett will kick off for the Raiders. Back deep for the Royals is.
We got 77 right now.
77, great. That's a good audience.
I know we were up around 80 to 100 some last year. So
short kick taking that to 25 up to the 30 to the 35 and brought down right there by one of the up men. So the Royals will have pretty good field position.
Yeah, that guy got off his block and right into the returner there.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who it was. I think it may have been number 13.
13 was on
Yates.
Yeah,
he was one of the up men. He was the guy who caught it. First and 10 from our own 35. We trailed 12-0 here with 8:46 to go in the half. And we appreciate all our viewers tonight, I guess. That picture looks pretty good from over here, James, that I'm seeing.
Yeah, on our end it looks good. The problem is at home. Well, the problem at home is it's more of a buffering issue for the people at home. We've got a great view on the camera and our screen.
Sasser in the shotgun. He fakes, and they blow it dead. Did we have another false start? Yep, we did. Going to be another false start on Bleckley. I think that's what it was. I didn't see a flag, but I saw the official give that signal for a false start. Now I see the flag. He just picked it up. And Coach Leshler is complaining to the official about something here. But they do mark it back to the 30. It'll be first and 15 for the Royals.
I think the wrong person went out.
Was it a substitution penalty? So what it was?
No, it was Yates was on the sideline, and he wanted Yates on the field after Yates took that shot. I think he came to the sideline.
All right, first and 15 from the 30 now for the Royals. Sasser in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's rolling to his right, looking to throw. Throws out here in the flat, and it's caught up around the 40.
That was Yates, I believe.
By Yates, number 13, and he got the 10 yards. He got the 5 yards plus 5 more, so it's going to be second and 5 now on the 10-yard reception by Yates. And
that rollout pass is working. Has worked a couple times tonight.
Yeah, the blocking's pretty good there.
Yeah,
it hadn't been on the run for some reason, but. So second and 5 from the 40-yard line for the Royals. Sasser is in the shotgun again. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, and I believe that's Stevens in the backfield with him, maybe Butler. He takes the snap. It is Butler, and he gives it to him on a draw right in the middle, and not much. He might have got a yard, maybe 2 to the 42 before they're going to spot it. And it's going to be third down and about 3 for the Royals as we go under 8 minutes here in the half.
Throwing out some shirts.
You know, James, this has been a strange year already, so anything that happens here tonight, well, probably won't surprise me very much.
Yeah.
Like I said, for all summer long, we never knew if we were going to even have football this year, and we still may not finish the year. I mean, it's just been crazy.
Well, and for those who have students in Bleckley County, of course, there's the changes to the scheduling now for the high school.
Sasser rolls to his left, throws out in the flat. It's complete.
It was dropped.
Did he drop it? Okay.
Yeah, Maxwell got it in his fingertips, spun around, and couldn't hold on to it before he got hit.
It was a little high, but it probably should have been caught. And it's going to be fourth down and about 3, and there comes Fordham on. Coach Lasseter is going to punt it this time. And Maxwell was open, and he had the first down up around the 48-yard line. He just couldn't pull it in.
Well, they're shooting out shirts on the T-shirt can, and they should be shooting out masks, you know.
I do know State Farm is handing out free shirts down when you come in there. Lindsay Dykes and Quincy Nobles, the 2 State Farm representatives here in town, they were giving out free stuff down there.
Speaking of Nobles, Chris Nobles provided our internet again this year.
Fordham will punt it, end over end, short kick, and it's going to hit and take a royal bounce inside the 30. Still rolling inside the 25 and down around the 23. They'll down it right there. Yeah, go ahead with
Chris Nobles Net. I'm actually going to have to pull out his phone number because I had it memorized last year.
I had it. Mr. Jesse sent it to me today, too.
Yeah, I've got it right here in my phone.
Okay.
So, hold on. I apologize, Chris. Give you a few more air time here. But Chris Nobles Net, 478-308-0596. We'll put that in the comment section, too. But it's internet for those who can't get internet. Right. If you are not, in an area where you can get good internet, he can help you out. Call Chris Nobles at NoblesNet, 478-308-0596.
Wilson takes a snap and he fakes. He rolls to his left, throws over middle of the field, incomplete. Had a man open and overthrew him up around the 35-yard line. We do appreciate Chris Nobles for what he's done for us here. Boy, for him, we probably couldn't do this right now.
Tyler Franks, number 12 on the intended receiver, just a little bit high, couldn't come down with it.
And Franks is a tall young man, so you know it had to be a high pass for him to miss it. He's just guessing from here over 6 foot tall.
We got Bama Man said he's watching from his front porch.
Who is Bama Man? Is that Lonnie Dabbs?
I don't know who Bama Man is. That's what
he's a big Bama fan. It could be him. All right, Wilson shotgun, second down and 10.
James Vance tuned in.
Wilson takes a snap, and he gives it to Hickman on a draw play and breaks one tackle and gets over to 25, up to around the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. It's going to be third down, and let's see where they put it down at. I think they're going to put it down just inside the 28, just outside the 27. Well, now it's closer to the 28. Maybe third down about 4, looks like.
Shane's the regular PA announcer here. And he's at the mountains, is what I heard. And Chris Dubois filling in for him.
Who is Shane's brother.
Yeah.
And now Shane's going to hate me for that.
Chris Dubois filling in, and I think Jeff Dykes is over there helping out with music.
About 3rd and 4, Wilson shotgun, and he fumbles a snap, but I think they fell on it. Their running back Hickman dove on it up around the 26-yard line, but it's going to make it 4th down, so the Raiders will probably have to punt this thing here with 6:20 to go in a half. West Lawrence leads at 12-0 here on the Royals, and our offense, James, really hadn't done a whole lot. We've got I think only maybe 2 or 3 first downs really, and one of those is off a penalty, and we just haven't been able to move the football on them.
Yeah, we've moved the football in a couple plays.
Either.
Yeah, but it's that running game we haven't been able to get going up the middle.
All right, Hickman will punt. Their tailback, he seems like he does everything. Back deep is Yates and Brown standing about their own 40. We got 9 men on the line. We may come after it, and we do, but they blow it dead. And
offsides on us, that's going to be a first down.
That's offsides on Bleckley. That's a first down for them because it's 4th and 4. Yep, that's offsides on Bleckley. They'll send their offense back on the field. And we were bunched up on the line there, so somebody was in the neutral zone before the snap. And that will not make Coach Lashley happy. You're about to get the ball back and you do something like that.
Yeah, 5:49 to go here in the second quarter, and hadn't done the ball, done a lot of movement. We've had we moved the ball a couple times, had an interception.
And the interception they capitalized off of and scored their second touchdown.
Yes, they did.
They only had to go, I think, 35 yards for the score. So they have it 1st and 10 now from their own 33-yard line. Wilson back in there. He's in the shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Hickman's in the backfield with him. That H-back is just to his left. He takes the snap. He fakes the Hickman. He's looking to throw. He gets his throw incomplete. Somebody hit him right time he threw it, and he threw it out in front of the receiver up around midfield.
Yeah, that ball was actually closer to number 22, Amari Jackson, who's out there on the coverage.
I think Wilson threw it before he wanted to because the receiver had not made his break yet. But I think Wilson saw that purple jersey about to light into him, and he got rid of it. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 with 5:46 to go in the half. It's 12-0. West Lawrence leads it. Again, next week we travel to Vidalia to take on the Indians. Of course, that all depends on this COVID-19, if that game happens or not. I know Vidalia's been having a lot of problems with that COVID down there. Wilson shotgun again, takes the snap, and he fakes the Hickman, and they blow it dead. This will be a false start on the Raiders. So they're having their little miscues just as we are. Yeah, Champsky, the original coach of Vidalia, went up to Lincoln County. That's a very big tradition school up there. When Larry Campbell was there, they won many state titles. So Champsky is going to be stepping into a pressure situation up there. Yeah, up there you win or you go home or you get out of there. I mean, all right, 2nd and 15 now. Wilson shotgun. Takes the snap, and he throws a quick slant out pattern really up to about the 34-yard line. Gain of about 6, maybe 7 on the play.
I think it's number 13.
No, incomplete. They called it incomplete. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's number 13 on the.
That is.
It was intended.
Rashad Farmer. I thought he caught it, but they ruled incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd down.
He must have bobbled it on the way down and dropped it.
Yeah. And then no reaction from their sideline, which is right in front of them, so apparently it was the correct call. These old eyes,
a little bit behind him too. So.
These old eyes sometimes can't see the ball on that far sideline. 3rd down and about 15. Wilson shotgun now. He'll send a man in motion. Takes the snap and flag down. And I think we got another false start. Yeah, we do. And that's going to make it 3rd and 20 now. And we send in a couple of big guys now. It's number 34, Willie Harris, and number 5. That's a big young man. That is Zach Stanley. You know, I saw where Willie Harris is getting a lot of preseason recognition from the big boys.
Yeah, him, Mims, and Sasser were all featured on the post that came out today for the opening of the season.
And Willie is a senior, and it seems like he's been here for 10 years because he's played ever since he's been in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
So Wilson takes the snap. Again, another flag, and another false start on the Raiders. So that's going to
that's going to be called encroachment.
Oh, it caught offside.
Yeah.
I was reading. Okay, they'll get that 5 yards back.
No.
No, they called it on West Lawrence.
They called it on him. No. The official just told him
I was about to say the chain man was already moving against us. So they'll move it back up to the 28-yard line, and they go to 3rd and 15. So here we go back and forth now with offsides and false starts. But yeah, Willie's played ever since he was a freshman. It just seems like he's been here forever, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And he's played well. He's getting a lot of preseason recognition from the big guys. See his name on a lot of the write-ups. Wilson takes the snap and does the delayed handoff to Hickman, and he's not going to get anything.
No, he got hit.
He may have lost a couple.
Yeah, he got hit right away. May have lost about a yard, it looks like. I think they gave him half a yard, maybe a yard.
It's going to be 4th down and about 16. And they're going to punt it. Hickman will punt. Back deep for the Royals is Brown and Yates. They're standing at their own 35-yard line with 5:10 and counting to go in the half. West Lawrence leads it 12-0. And we line 9 up on the line again. I don't know if we're coming out there or not. A long count. There's a blow snap, but Hickman gets in and gets it off. And it's going to be a short kick. And it hits and takes a West Lawrence bounce, and that kicks to the side up around the Bleckley 36-yard line, and the Raiders will down it right there. The ball hit the ground about halfway to Hickman, but it rolled right to him. It didn't kick to the side or anything.
No, it did not. Well, we got a second here to read off the roster as we go through here. But for the Royals, number 1 is Scooter Slappy, linebacker, running back, 11th grade. Number 2, Zion Pasby, defensive back, running back who's a senior. Number 3 is sophomore Eli Mullis, listed as linebacker and quarterback. We saw him last year a lot in the H-back position.
First and 10 from the 36. Sasser will shift his H-back over, takes a snap, and flag down, and the offsides on West Lawrence.
Right,
They had somebody lined up in the neutral zone.
So number 4, we've already called a couple times, T.J. Mays, defensive back and wide receiver in 10th grade. Number 5, Zach Stanley, defensive lineman, tight end, and who's a senior. Another senior, number 6, Sean Jenkins, who's a defensive back and wide receiver. Number 7, Tyler Wilcox, defensive back, wide receiver, who's in the 10th grade.
First and 5 from the 41 now. Sasser shotgun again. He'll send wide out on each side. He has an H-back. That's Maxwell. He takes the snap and he gives it to Stevens on the delayed handoff. And, boy, he's hit hard about the line of scrimmage, and he might have got a yard to the 42. And that's going to be it. Second down and 4 from there.
Number 8 for the Royals, Nehemiah Mack, a linebacker and offensive lineman, 10th grade. Next, number 9, who's a 9th grader, Marquise Brown. We've already seen him a few times. Jason Height, number 10, linebacker and offensive lineman, who's a sophomore. Number 11, Jaden Mobley. We've already called his name, defensive back, wide receiver. He's a sophomore.
All right, second down and about 4 from the 42-yard line. Sasser's in the shotgun. Has Stevens in the backfield with him. He'll fake it to Stevens. Throws it here in the flat. It's complete or a drop by number 11, Mobley.
Right after I called him out.
Oh, he tried to run before he pulled it in because he had some room to run.
He had 2 or 3 yards before he was going to get hit. So
he would have had the first down, but Sasser hit him right in the hands of all places.
Number 12 for the Royals is a sophomore, Daquan Yates, who's a defensive back, wide receiver. And then Darvin Yates is number 13. He's a junior.
And Mobley come out there, James. I don't know if he was hurt on the
It looked like he was holding his hand.
Yeah, I went up to got a jammed finger when the ball hit it.
Sasser threw it too hard to him.
Yeah, could be. All right, third down and 4 now. Sasser shotgun again. Wide out on each side. He's got Maxwell in the H spot right behind. There comes a flag. Did somebody move early? The umpire threw it right in the middle of the field. Yep, he's still going to false start on the Royals. Apparently one of our linemen moved down there.
Now, number 14 is Dom Sasser. We already talked about him. Senior. Jacob Johnson is another senior, number 15.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, number 16 is a junior, Aurelius English, defensive back, wide receiver. Number 17, we already called a few times, is a sophomore, Luke Duffy, linebacker and tight end.
I'd like to call out the coaches, but I don't have a list of them.
Yeah, I don't have a list.
I can't remember them all by heart. They're in their position that they coach. I know a few of them. Of course, everybody knows Von Lasser, the head coach. All right, 3rd and 9 now. After the penalty, Sasser in the shotgun. Takes a snap, he fakes Stevens. He's looking to throw. And he's trying to throw long down here, and he overthrew. Number 9 slipped down, trying to make his move.
Yeah, he made his move and slipped. If he hadn't slipped, he probably would have run under that ball.
He's only a freshman, Marquise Brown. I didn't realize that. And he looks like a pretty good athlete from here. He's just, the pass was, it's one of those you throw it over and let him run under it, but he slipped about the 45, and by the time he regained his balance, the ball was well overthrown.
Yeah, the ball was about to land when he finally looked back up.
Yeah.
Number 18 is James Teston, who's a backup quarterback and a junior.
Fordham will punt it, and they have Wilson and Boston back returning. They're at their own 40. Fordham standing at his own 22-yard line. There's a snap. Yeah, they come after it, but he gets it off. Spiral kick, and it's going to come down, taking it about the 36. Did he call for a catch? I didn't see it, but they blow it dead right there. No flag on the play.
He didn't call a fair catch.
We had a guy hit him, but no flag. I didn't see a fair catch signal. Did you?
I thought he hit him. I thought he hit him before the ball got there. To be honest with you.
because he caught it and just stood there, and our guy,
Raleigh just told me that our guy that hit him got pushed in the back by their guy, and that's why he made contact. So
yeah, I
didn't see a fair catch.
I didn't either,
and I think he just gave up on trying to run, so that's why he blew it dead. So number 19 is a freshman, Marcus Newsom, and number 20, Christian Newburn, who we called a lot I think that's the one we called last year. Linebacker and running back is a sophomore.
All right, 1st and 10 from their own 35. Wilson's in the shotgun. He'll flip-flop his tight end over, wide out on each side. Hickman's in the backfield behind him, and they have a H-back just to the left. And they give it to Hickman on the read play, and he's going to get a couple yards up to about the 37, maybe the 38. The official nearby has it on the 37.
34, Willie Harris grabbed him from the back and rode him down.
And they mark it on the 38. Gain of 3, going to be second down and 7. And we're reaching the 3-minute mark here in the half. 12-0, West Lawrence leads it.
Number 21 is a senior, Caden Maxwell. He's a linebacker and tight end. We sent him in the H-back and tight end position. Number 22 is freshman Amari Jackson, who's been out there at defensive back. He's also listed as a quarterback. 23 is Javon Butler, a sophomore, linebacker and running back.
So we're playing a lot of young guys tonight so far.
Yeah.
Wilson shotgun, 2 wideouts to the right, takes the snap, rolling to his right, looking to throw. He's under a heavy rush. He gets away, and he throws long down the right sideline, and it's called up around the 32-yard line of Bleckley.
But he is
run out of bounds.
Down.
The quarterback got nailed. Wilson got popped as he threw it. No flag, so apparently a clean hit. Now he's back up to one knee, but the receiver, the ball was underthrown by a lot, but he came back and made the catch at the 33 and run out of bounds. The receiver was inside the 30, and he came back and made the catch on a well-underthrown pass.
Well, he's trying to come down, but he is not going to be mobile. I can tell you that based on the way that hit.
Wilson is walking very gingerly right now. He took a pop from somebody, and there was no flag, so apparently a clean hit.
Yeah, he got hit right as he threw it, but he got hit low.
I couldn't tell who it was. I was watching the flight of the ball. Timeout West Lawrence. I was watching the fly of the pass, so I didn't see who it was who hit him, but yeah, he is hurting right now. And, if they don't call it timeout,
I saw the hit coming, and the way he got upended, I would bet, because he kind of got hit in that front leg, and it might have been planted, so it could have hyperextended that knee. And let's hope it's not something bad. You know, that's not something you ever want to see. Number 24 is a freshman, Shane Knighton, listed as linebacker and quarterback. Zane Laster is also a freshman, number 25, linebacker and tight end. A senior, number 26, Chucky Stevens, junior, linebacker and running back. Number 27 is a freshman again, Iverson Baker, defensive back and wide receiver. Number 28, a junior, Demetrius Pope, linebacker and tight end. Keyshawn Butler, number 29, a sophomore, defensive back and wide receiver. And Hayden Briggs, linebacker and tight end, number 30, who's also a freshman. I'll get you a couple more in here. You got Bubba Aites, number 31, a junior, linebacker and tight end. Number 32, Cam Beck, a freshman, linebacker and running back. And they're back on the field.
All right, 1st and 10 for West Lawrence at the Bleckley 33-yard line. Wilson's still in there. I think that's Wilson, isn't it?
Yeah, he won't be rolling out on this play.
And they run a reverse to number 25. He's around the corner up to the 30, 25, 20, and run out of bounds up around inside the 20-yard line.
So that was number 9, Jace Thompson, in at quarterback.
Okay, and that was number 25 on the carry, Zane Graham.
T.J. Mays made the tackle out there.
So you do have a new quarterback in, number 9, Thompson in at quarterback now. Wilson is not in there. And apparently he took a good enough shot. They're going to pull him out, at least on this series, looks like. That is Thompson in at quarterback. He'll split him wide out to the right, and everybody else bunched in to the left. Hickman in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the Royals 17-yard line. He takes the snap, throws the fade down into the end zone, and flag down. He overthrew everybody. There's a flag down. We may have defensive holding here on Bleckley. The official right in front of the receiver and the cornerback dropped it. And it was... I don't know if it's holding or pass interference. I didn't see the signal. But it's going to be.
I didn't see the signal either.
I think it's going. It looked like he may have been holding. I think our guy reached out and grabbed his jersey when the guy tried to run by him. Either way, I think it's automatic first down. Now, pass interference is no longer automatic first, but I think defensive holding still is. And it was pass interference, and they have to go half the distance, so they go to the 8-yard line, but it's going to be first and about 2. So you can't, pass interference is no longer automatic first down in high school football. They changed that rule a few years back. So first and about 2 now from the 8. Thompson takes the snap, gives it to Hickman. He's hitting backfield. He breaks the tackle, breaks another one. And he may have got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I was on one Scooter Slappy that made a hit in the backfield and just couldn't wrap him up.
Right.
He spun out of it.
Back around the 15-yard line would have been a big loss. But
looks like he had Vaseline on his jersey.
and they're going to give him a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 1. He did get a yard. And a minute 34 and counting here in the half. They're going to try to score and eat the clock up as well. And like I said, we're probably not going to see Wilson the rest of this half. May not see the rest of the game.
Yeah, it may not.
What kind of?
Moving on down the roster real quick, get a couple more in here. Number 33, Rodriguez Flag, defensive back, running back. Freshman. Number 34, Willie Harris, senior.
Like Thompson in shotgun. Everybody in tight to give it to Hickman on a stretch play. He's going to get the first down inside the 5, down around the 2 maybe. It's going to be 1st and goal right there. Just stretch it out to the left. And plenty of blocking over there. Their front line got a good push on that.
They didn't take off their timeout, but we know they took a timeout, so they only have 2 left, and we have 3 left.
And we're under a minute, 50 seconds, and they're not really in a big hurry. As you said, they do have their 2 timeouts, and they're sitting on the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal right there. Thompson brings them up there in that package that we like to run, where they put 2 running backs in front of him, and Hickman's right behind him.
Timeout by
Coach Sebastian called a timeout. Yep.
Yeah.
The timeout Royals and James.
Get some more in here. Number 35 is a sophomore, Austin Johnson, linebacker and offensive lineman. Number 36, Kamari Mack, a defensive back and wide receiver who's a freshman. Collier Krantz is a sophomore, number 37. Collier Krantz, linebacker and tight end, who's a sophomore. Clay Colson, number 38, is a defensive lineman, offensive lineman, who's a senior. Number 39, Preston Bentley, safety and wide receiver, who's a sophomore. Number 40 is Devin Owens, who's a defensive lineman and offensive lineman, who's a sophomore. A freshman, number 41. Nazario Johnson, linebacker and running back. A sophomore, number 42, is James Fordham, who's our punter and kicker. Number 43, Xavier Anderson, linebacker and wide receiver, who's a freshman. Number 44, Christopher Taylor, who's a defensive back and wide receiver and a sophomore. Number 45, J.B. Jenkins, linebacker and running back, who's a freshman. Another freshman, number 46, Jacob Grant, linebacker and wide receiver. Sophomore, Deacon Duffy, number 47, linebacker and tight end. And number 48, Javin Rozier, he's a linebacker and tight end as a senior, is number 48. And number 49 is Isaiah Roberts, a defensive back and wide receiver who's a junior. So I got through the left side of the lineup.
That's a lot of names, isn't it? Well, the left side isn't as long.
Yeah, the right side's got some numbers missing, so that's good.
1st and goal, they give it to Hickman on the draw play, and he's going to walk in the end zone, touchdown, West Lawrence. And that was too easy, James. We didn't have anybody put a hand on him until he crossed the goal line. And they go up 18-0 with the extra point to come.
Extra point before the game. So, we got the extra point coming up here. It's been interesting so far tonight. They've kicked 2. Obviously, he's made them this year in practices is why he's kicking. But actually, that's number 95 out there now.
Okay, we got a different one out there.
Dustin Cooey.
Cooey is the kicker this time. There's a snap, good snap, and this kick is perfect. It's good right down the middle, and that makes it 19-0. Apparently, their head coach said, "Okay, I've seen enough of Boritz. This Barrett."
That football went home. It left the field.
Yeah, that was a
bounced across and went on out.
I wonder why that young man ain't been kicking all along. Yeah, that's a pretty good kick.
Well, some people just can't handle the game pressure. So.
Yeah, Cooey's a sophomore. Barrett is a junior,
and maybe that played into it a little bit too.
But it's 19-0 now with 34.7 seconds to go here in the half. And let's see, Barrett will kick it off, James. He's back there to kick off. They hadn't kicked off very deep all night either. Of course, that may be by design.
Yeah, it's been to the up man.
He's been pushing it, and our up man's been catching it. This is the 3rd time he's kicked off tonight. And remember, we'll get the ball to start the second half. And there's another short kick, and it's like BH at about the 21, at the 25, up to the 30, 35, trying to break a tackle and can't do it.
Looks like the ball came out.
They're saying the ball came out. West Lawrence is saying the ball
came out.
Flag out
there, too.
There's a flag down. The tackle's made up around the 37.
Let's see what the flag
apparently
is.
They're saying no fumble.
But the flag was.
The flag is
I
sitting
think I
about
know
the
who it was
29
thrown
yard
on.
line. They're sitting around the 29.
Number 3 for us or number 20 from them, and it might be offsetting.
I thought he gave face mask against West Lawrence. No personal foul on Bleckley, face mask. He pointed at West Lawrence to start with, but it's going to be face mask on Bleckley. Wow, that's going to be the 15-yard variety as well. Back from the 29-yard line, they go all the way back to the 14.
Yeah, that was.
So you're losing yardage from the 37 back to the 14 here.
Well, they're going to know who he is anyway, but it was Eli Mullis. Just blocking, got a hand in the face, and, it happens.
Yeah. I mean, nobody's above making a penalty. I mean,
Yeah.
Anybody could happen. It could happen anyway.
We don't want to call him out when it's, something offensive, but that was just, unfortunate.
They mark it right at just inside the 15-yard line. They can quite make the 14. With 28 seconds to go, and I think, do you play it safe here down 19 points?
Well, they've got 2 timeouts.
And we only have 1. There's a snap. Sasser will give it to Stevens on a draw, and he's hit hard after he gets a couple yards, and that's going to be it. They got us marked at 2 timeouts. We only got 1 there.
No, they called 2. They called 1. We called 1.
Okay, I thought we called 2.
We nobody used one in the first quarter.
But I think Coach Lester's going to let the clock run out here. We're under 10 seconds, and they're in no hurry to run a play. So that's going to be score at half, folks. 19-0 West Lawrence.
We'll get the second half of the roster in the second half.
We'll take a short break here. About 20 minutes or so, I guess is what. I don't think we're going to have the bands at halftime. Matter of fact, I know we're not.
No, we'll leave the video. Yeah. We'll leave the video up and running, but we'll have the sound.
They're still in the stands, so won't be any band halftime performance. They are giving the game ball tonight. It's going to be, looks like State Farm. I see Quincy Nobles down there. State Farm is the game sponsor tonight. Yeah. And Brett Stewart, who's the president of the Touchdown Club, I think, is going to present the game ball. But anyway, we'll
be back about 8:48. We'll be back on. So join us back then. All right. Enjoy the view till then.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We're here at the half between Bleckley County and West Lawrence, and news not very good for the Royal fans right now. We're trailed 19-0 at the half, and West Lawrence didn't waste any time getting the scoring started as they ran the opening kickoff back 89 yards for a touchdown. And then, James, it was kind of a defensive struggle until we had the turnover down in our own territory. West Lawrence took advantage of that and scored, and then right before the half, they hit a long pass where their quarterback got knocked out of the game, but it got them deep in our territory, and they scored right before the half to make it 19-0.
And I did not look to see where their quarterback was coming out for the second half, but I do see their kicker over there warming up.
Yeah, Barrett will kick off. Barrett, I'm saying that backwards. Barrett will kick off for West Lawrence here, back deep for the Royals. Is number 9 Brown and number 12 Yates. Yates, rather, not Yates. Yates. We got a Yates and an H on our team. But Barrett has been kicking them short all night, and I think that is by design the way he looks, because he's done it pretty much the same spot every time over to our far left. So yeah, we got some making up to do here.
It looks like we've adjusted and put eights. The person we want to return it. Well, he kicked a little bit deeper.
This time. A little bit deeper, and Brown will take it at about the 13. He's up to the 15, to 20, cuts to the right side, 25, trying to get down the sideline, brought down around the 30, maybe the 31. Be 1st and 10 Royals right there.
Usually the tackler rides the returner out of bounds, but it seemed to be the other way. The tackler got under him, he kind of slid on top of him there and picked up an extra yard, it looked like. Because he was actually down at the 30.
James, we've cooled down from all the way to 80 degrees now, and it's only almost 9 o'clock. But it's not nearly as bad as it was since that sun went down.
Yeah.
We appreciate all our listeners and our followers tonight.
And we'll get through the rest of the names on the roster here in this half. So.
All right, Sasser in the shotgun. He has twins to the left, one to the right. Takes the snap. Throws out in flat, complete to Stevens behind the line. He's up to the 30, to 35, to 40, down the sideline, 45, and run out of bounds right at the 45-yard line to be 1st down Royals.
Nice little swing pass there. They hit him in stride. Almost could have been a run.
Yeah,
I think it did go forward, but it was very close to going.
Yeah, more of a lateral down the line there, but Stevens showed a quick burst of speed once he got to the corner there.
Yeah.
And it's 1st and 10 Royals from the 45. Just underway here in the third quarter now. Sasser shotgun with twins to the right, one to the left. He's got Maxwell on the H-back. He'll take the snap. He fakes. Throws out in the flats. Incomplete to Maxwell right around midfield. A little low behind him, but incomplete.
Hit him in the worst place, right in the hands, though.
Yeah. That was a little low, but still very catchable.
Yeah.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 45.
Might have been that same thing of trying to turn and run before he actually secured the ball.
And again, I said this in the first half, but condolences going out to the family of Mr. Tommy Palmer. Everybody who follows high school football knows what I'm talking about. He passed away last night after an extended illness. 2nd and 10 now. Sasser in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolling to his right, looking to throw, still looking. Throwing out here, and this is going to be intercepted. It is picked off right around the 35. Ball well underthrown. They got a guy running at midfield down the sideline, trying to be run out of bounds, and we finally bring him down around the 27-yard line. That was just an underthrown pass by Sasser, trying to get it out here. I guess one of those fade passes. What it looked like.
It was number 23, Javon Butler, that pulled him down. It looked like he kind of threw it up and threw it a little bit shorter than he wanted to.
There's a flag back at the West Lawrence 45.
Oh, it's against them during the return, I guess.
Yeah, if it's after interception, it was staying. It's before. It's going to benefit us big time. But let's see if it's post possession. I didn't see what the
our
signal
defense
was.
is going out.
Yeah, it may have been a block in the back on the return. Usually you get a block in the back on those kind of plays.
He's signaling personal foul, face mask.
No, that's the
okay.
That's that comeback block they outlawed.
Well, he grabbed the front of his face. That's why I was thinking maybe he was adjusting his mask.
Yeah, that's the signal for that comeback block, blindside block.
Yeah, that's gonna be the big confusion this year. People are gonna go to adjust their mask to talk, and it's gonna be face mask. Nope, that's not right.
So it was a 15-yard penalty back to their own 30. Yeah, when they first made that rule, it took me a while to figure out what this meant, the bumping of the fist.
Yeah.
But that's that's what it is. That's that comeback block on interception returns, kick returns, plays like that where you blindside somebody.
I thought maybe they should try to shake hands, and he's saying, no, they got a fist bump, not shake hands.
Illegal social distancing, I guess. But yeah, they outlawed that a few years ago. Anyway,
really have a spread offense with 6 feet in between each lineman.
You're right. And Thompson takes the snap, and he hands off to Hickman, and he's going to be hitting the line. He no gain on the play. Thompson is in the quarterback now, not Wilson. So Wilson may be done for the night. He was injured right before half as he took a big hit on that last drive.
I don't see anybody on crutches over there. I didn't see the ambulance leave.
Yeah, they may be more precaution than anything else, being he is their starter. But and if he's not starting the third quarter, I don't think we'll see him tonight, the rest of the night.
No, I would bet they don't put him back out there. The way he hobbled downfield.
And they have the lead anyway.
Yeah.
So Thompson in at quarterback. Hickman stands behind him. He has a wide on each side. He'll send the man in motion. 2nd and 10. He takes the snap. He gives it to Hickman on a delayed draw. He's trying to get around the right side. He's got room up to the 35 to 40, 45, 50. Down the sideline, run out of bounds around the Bleckley 35-yard line. So a big run by Hickman.
That was Caden Maxwell, number 21, Caden Maxwell on the tackle there.
So, James, every time they run that stretch play, I call it a draw, but it was a stretch play, really. They seem to get yardage, especially running around our right side.
Yeah.
Or their right, our left. But that's a couple times he's broken that. And it's 1st and 10 from the Bleckley 35-yard line.
I couldn't tell who it was. One of our guys, I think it was number 17, Duffy, got through there and was trying to chase him down. It looked like he got grabbed from behind, but not really. More so just touched and deflected him a little bit.
This time Thompson runs it to the left side of the stretch to Hickman, and Hickman's going to get a few yards at about the 33, gain of about 2.
Stanley was the first one to get hands on him, but couldn't pull him down, and I could not tell him made the tackle.
And James, I just noticed something that Thompson's doing right before they snap the ball.
Willie Harris credited with the tackle on that.
When Hickman is standing straight behind him, Thompson will stick both hands behind his back and give him a signal. I wonder if that's the signal, look, we're going to stretch it right or we're going to stretch it left.
Yeah, it's probably just you're going to go right or left at that point. So
I saw him do it then, and they came left, but I didn't see what he did. I just know he put his hands behind his back and gave some kind of signal. See if he does it this time as Hickman lands it. Well, Hickman's going to get to his left this time, so he won't be behind him. Shotgun with 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Thompson takes it. He fakes to Hickman. He's going to throw down a fade down the left side, and it's incomplete, underthrown as Thompson took a big hit.
Well, that's a huge mismatch over there. Number 4 for us, which is T.J. Mays, guard number 12.
That's Tyler Franks, who's...
I mean, he's tall.
Yeah, I'm guessing around 6'1", maybe.
Yeah, and Mays is...
he's under 6 foot, no doubt.
Yeah, he's definitely under 6 foot.
He may be stretching the 5 foot mark.
Yeah.
He is not a tall young man.
But you could definitely tell there was a mismatch. And Franks actually seemed to shove off of him a little bit, but it didn't get called. So he extended that arm.
The pass was underthrown as Thompson was about to get nailed. Now Thompson shotgun again, sends him man in motion. He fakes. No, actually gives it to Hickman on the delay, and he's around the left over to 30, near the 35, 25, and I think he may have the first down where he spotted at here. Well, it wasn't Hickman. That was number 6 actually on the carry. That was Guyton on their carry.
They gave him all the way up to the 25.
Yeah, now Hickman comes back in as Guyton goes out. It is a first down for the Raiders at the Bleckley 25-yard line. 8:42 to go here in the third quarter. And they lead at 19-0. And they're threatening to score again here on another turnover by the Royals. Thompson brings him up. He has Hickman. And see James, he just did it then. He put his hand behind his back to signal Hickman, who's standing right behind him. So I'm thinking Hickman's getting his hand off. Nope, they fake it to him. And he's going to throw down the middle of the field towards the end zone. Got a man down there. Did he catch it? No, he didn't. Incomplete. Boy, we had 3 guys on him, and he still almost caught it. That was
our 2 guys
number 16, I believe. Ramsey was the...
That was number 7, Wilcox, and 21, Maxwell on the coverage there.
And he still almost came up with it. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 25. With 8:09 to go in the third. And we're still running the clock even with the incomplete pass here, James. I don't understand that one.
Yeah. Maybe they want to get the game done.
We're not into we're not in a 30-point rule here, so unless they agreed to run it anyway. Anyway, Thompson shotgun, sends a man in motion. He takes the snap. He fakes and they blow it dead with a false start.
Yeah,
I wonder if the coaches decided to run it anyway,
we're down a few players due to quarantine.
Yeah, I found out at halftime we're down several players due to quarantine. I don't know how many starters we're down, but not making excuses here, but with the COVID concern and the heat and the game the way it is, maybe they agreed to run the clock on incomplete passes. Anyway, 2nd and 15 now after the penalty. 7:58 to go in the third.
Stop now.
Yeah, stopped on penalty. Thompson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He gives it to Hickman, who spins away from one man behind the line over to 30. Leapfrogs a man at the 25 and gets down to about the 23-yard line. We had him in the backfield and he spun away from me. He just jumped over some man right around the 26-yard line.
It looks like one of our coaches was trying to ask for a flag or something, maybe.
Is hurdling legal in high school? It used not to be.
Personal foul.
Yeah, maybe that's what they called. You used to could not hurdle in high school, but now it may have changed.
That's ridiculous. Why?
Yeah.
I mean,
you can do it in
why take a part? Why take a part of the game out? Yeah. You know.
Yeah, and
that's the same rule we talk about with holding.
And I'm thinking that's what they call because as soon as he hurdled, the official right in front of him dropped his flag. But I do remember years ago hurling was illegal, but I just figured it changed since college and pro have it.
I mean, it's one of those things. I don't know why. It's avoiding contact, so why? Why not?
The penalty's all the way back to the Bleckley 42-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 27. It's a 15-yarder. Thompson sends a man in motion. He's in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He actually gives it to Hickman on the stretch play, trying to get him around the corner. And he's around. He breaks a tackle, breaks another, gets inside the 35. It looks as though they may have gotten away with a hold on that play there, but no flag.
Two of our guys overran that just a little bit, went right by the ball carrier.
And the play gets up to the 34. It's going to be 3rd down right there.
Real quick, we got 3 sophomores here. Number 50, Sincere Fowler, defensive line, offensive line. 51, Arkensia Walters, defensive line, offensive line. And number 52, Henri Crawford, defensive line, offensive line, all sophomores. We'll get some more read out here in just a minute.
3rd down and about 20. Thompson in the shotgun. He'd be in 4-down territory here. He takes the snap. Quick pitch over to the running Hickman, trying to get around the corner. He does. And he dives forward up to about the 26-yard line. Hickman's not a big running back, but he sure got a quick explosion there. It's going to be 4th down and about 11. So they're probably going to go for this, I would imagine. They're probably out of field goal range, but too short to punt it. And they will go for it. They're keeping offense on the field.
We got Scooter Slappy's limping off right now.
Willie Harris is kind of geepy coming off too.
Yeah.
He may be cramping up the way he's grabbing the back of his calves.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's what Scooter was too.
Yeah, Willie's going down. I think he's cramping because they're stretching him out down there. He's grabbing the back of his calf. All right, 4th and 11 now. Thompson's in the shotgun, 2 wideouts on each side. And did we jump off sides? I don't think we did. They didn't call it. And they try to throw a screen, and it's incomplete. They try to throw a middle screen there, but incomplete, so Bleckley will take over. It looked like we jumped off sides, but no penalty on the play.
And that's number 5, Zach Stanley, that was in the face of the quarterback, made him throw it short.
Yeah, they tried to throw the screen, but look, we had it sniffed out. Even had he caught it, I don't think he would have gotten much. So Bleckley takes over.
A couple more here, a couple more sophomores. Number 54, Zeb Dubois. Defensive line, offensive line. And number 55, Tamarian Robertson, defensive line, offensive line, also a sophomore.
Okay, 1st and 10, Bleckley from our own 26. Sasser in the shotgun. He's got Stevens to his left, wide out on each side. Actually, 2 to the right here. He'll take it. He'll give it to Stevens on the read. He tries to cut back in the middle, and he's going to lose yardage back to about the 24-yard line. Our run game just hasn't been there tonight, James. Yeah. I mean, it just hasn't.
Not at all. And I want to thank everybody for joining us. I'm not sure how many viewers we got right now. If Riley will click over, I can tell you. But we got 74 watching right now. We appreciate y'all joining us.
Let's see if we can break the century mark.
Yeah. This game is brought to you by Chris Nobles, NoblesNet, 478-308-0596.
All right, 2nd down and about 12. He lost 2 and a hard count. West Lawrence jumped, but apparently, they did call him offside.
Yeah,
I didn't think they were going to call it.
Neutral zone fraction. He came across, got back, but did come across. So.
Yeah, in high school, once you break it, you can't get back.
So, again, Chris Nobles Net provides internet for those who can't get internet. So if you are in a place where you can't get good internet, call Chris Nobles at 478-308-0596 and see what he can do for you.
2nd and 7 after the penalty. Sasser in the shotgun again, takes the snap. He fakes, he throws it here in the flat. It's complete to Mobley, and he's not going to get much. Matter of fact, he's bouncing off tackles and may not have got anything.
He actually lost at least a yard after. If he had just gone down on first contact, he'd probably been about another yard further.
He would have had a couple yard gain. Instead, he's going to have no gain.
It looks like he's cramping, punching at his calves.
Yeah. Early in the year, you're going to have a lot of people cramping. Actually, we marked at the 29. He lost a yard on the play after he should have gained about 2 or 3. And
it looks like
down right there.
Nope.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 7. What, they saying no gain now.
Well, and
they're stopping
we had one come off.
The official stopped it for some reason.
7, 8, 9, 10. We only got 10 on the field.
And now Coach Lesher's going to call a timeout.
Yeah. We'll get through a couple more of these names here. Senior, number 57, Connor Brady is defensive line and offensive line. Junior, number 58, Dawson Sanders, defensive line and offensive line. Number 59, Joseph McDuffie is defensive offensive lineman and a freshman. Got another sophomore here, number 60, A.J. Williams, defensive line and offensive line. Nicole Garnto, who's a sophomore as well, number 61, defensive line and offensive line. Ryan Bowler is number 62, defensive lineman and offensive lineman, who's a junior. Big man, number 65, Amarius Mims, defensive line and offensive line, who's a senior. No senior, number 68, Bo Dubois, who is defensive line and offensive line, and Bo is our center. Number 69, Larry Cox, defensive line and offensive line, is a junior. Number 71, Chase Rogers, defensive line and offensive line, is a sophomore. Number 73, Caden Stone, defensive line and offensive line, is a junior. And number 74, Ethan Parks, defensive line and offensive lineman, who's a freshman. And we'll get the last few here after sometime in the next few plays.
It's 3rd down and 7 for the Royals here after the timeout. With 5:25 to go in the 3rd quarter, we trail 19-0. We'll put 2 wide to the right. The left side is all bunched in. Sasser takes it. He fakes. He's looking to throw. Throws out here in the flat, and it's almost intercepted again, but incomplete. Went right through the hands of number 8.
He had the first interception.
That Caden Snell, he should have had that one, and probably would have been a pick 6.
And
he had open field ahead of him.
He's stepping up and then dropping back when he sees Sasser looking out there in that area. So he's disguising it well.
4th down, we're going to have to punt. Fordham is in the punt. And back deep is number 11 for them. That is Boston, and number, I can't see the other number on that young man on the far side over there, but Boston is right here in front of us. They're about the 45-yard line. Low snap, and Fordham just doesn't get it off. It was the only knee when he picked it up.
It was caught by the
umpire caught it.
Caught by the umpire. His knee was down.
I thought it was. Fordham went and had one knee to pick it up, and by rule, he was down, so West Lawrence going to take over on the Bleckley 15-yard line, and if they score here, it's going to really blow this thing open. Yep, he had to go down and get it, and he just.
So they see that knee, but they didn't see the knee earlier on their player.
And he got, his first objective is make sure he picked the ball up, and just wasn't thinking to keep his knee off the ground.
Well, we got a second, and they bring their offense out. We got number 76, Colin Kite, who's a defensive lineman, offensive lineman, and a junior. Number 77, Cale Rowland, who's a defensive lineman, offensive lineman, and a freshman. Number 78, Jacob Hedrick, defensive line, offensive lineman, who's a junior. Number 80, Jeremy Brown, a defensive back and wide receiver, who's a freshman.
Right, Thompson in the shotgun, twins to the right. He takes a snap. He fakes. He's looking to throw. He's throwing into the end zone. Got a man down there, a jump ball, and it's incomplete. We had a guy right on it. It's a good defensive play there by our cornerback. And
I cannot tell who that is.
The receiver, I think, was number 12, Franks, who's the really tall guy we were talking about earlier. Yeah.
Is number 11? 11 was actually back there and broke that play up. That's
Mobley.
Jaden Mobley.
It was Franks, the receiver, that tall guy we talked
Mobley
about
playing
playing both ways tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm not sure, maybe that could be because some of the guys we have out, or maybe that's just, part of the plan, but I did find out we got several players out tonight, but, not making excuses, but Thompson takes the snap, and he'll fake, and he's rolling to the right. Got a man open, complete. Oh, incomplete. And there's
a flag down.
Right
probably an area holding.
Yeah, the umpire threw it. Right time Thompson threw the pass, the flag come in as
It's
well.
either going to be holding in that area, or it could be an ineligible man downfield.
They had a man wide open out in the flat around the 15-yard line.
Holding.
He just dropped it.
So I mentioned holding just a minute ago, one of those things that they need to fix. You're penalized more at the high school level for holding than you are at the college and pro level.
Yeah.
So when you're learning, you're in the umpire got a little wobbly there after somebody stepped in his way. But when you're in the when you're in high school and you're learning, you're penalized more than when you're a professional and you're not supposed to do it.
And
that rule is from the spot of the foul.
Right.
So wherever the spot, if it's in the backfield, it's more than a 10-yard penalty. If it's in front of the, past the line, it's a 10-yard penalty for that spot. But you actually lose yards if it happens in the backfield.
And that was actually a 12-yard penalty. Thompson takes the snap, gives it to Hickman on a stretch play. This time, we're not much. He can get up to about the 25, gain of about 2.
Number 78, Hedrick on the tackle there.
Now Big Willie Harris comes back in, so I thought he was cramping up earlier. He's back in there now.
But as compared to high school and as compared to college and pros, if it happens behind the lines from the line of scrimmage, so a huge difference there, and not really fair to the high schoolers.
It's going to be third down and about 20 now from the 25-yard line.
And number 82 is Will Green, defensive back and wide receiver, and freshman. And number 84, Lawton Daniels, who's a kicker, and he's also a freshman.
4 minutes and 13 seconds and counting here in the third.
Sure, they're going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, West Lawrence will call a timeout.
That will allow me to finish up with the last two on the roster. Number 98, A.J. Dubois, who does not have a year or position listed. And number 99, David Dent, who's a defensive lineman, offensive lineman, and a junior. A.J. is a freshman, I'm told. But I don't know what position.
4:08 to go in the third. It is 19-0. It is fourth down and 20. I thought it was third down, apparently. Did we miss the play? Or is it? I guess it is fourth down. They got it on the marker and on the scoreboard.
Unless they
they're going to line up for a field goal.
Unless that holding penalty, they didn't go back down.
Let's see,
he's telling them, they're telling them, well,
we know they threw the pass in the end zone, and they threw the pass on holding, and then they ran that play. Oh, well, okay, it's fourth down. They're going to try a field goal from about 41 yards out, and that is Cooey in for the West Lawrence. Be held at the 31. High snap. He gets it down, and I don't know if it's going to get there, and it does not. We got a guy catch it at the 9 yards deep, and he's trying to run it back. He's up to the 15, to 20, 25. We're not going to have a kick 6. He's going to be knocking around the 30.
But it didn't hurt his hand. We're going to get 15, it looks like.
There comes a late flag, maybe a late hit on West Lawrence.
We got at least 4 or 5 positive on that.
Yeah. Actually, he run it back to where it was held out to the 31.
Yeah.
And let's see what the penalty. Maybe a late hit on West Lawrence. The way it looked, that flag came in way late. Yeah. And it was a late hit on West Lawrence out of bounds over there. And that'll be 15 more. Well, they put it down at the 28-yard line, not the 31. But it was a high snap.
Why didn't they mark it off now?
Let's see what they're talking it over here. It's got to be added on to the end of the run.
Yeah.
Because it was a dead ball after the play.
Well, even if it's not added on to the end of the run, if it's from the previous spot, where does it go? I mean, it's 15 yards from somewhere.
Because the flag came in well after the play was over. So you're looking at a dead ball now. Yeah, he's telling them to move forward. The white hat told, well, now they're moving it back on us.
Wait a minute.
Okay, here's what it is. You cannot run the kick back out of the end zone in high school football.
What?
You can't do that. I just thought about that unless they change that rule because.
But that doesn't matter because.
So what they
the
did.
spot should have been the 24 or 25 anyway.
Well, in high school, when the spot is the 20-yard line, if the missed field goal goes into the end zone. So they're going to mark the penalty from the Bleckley 20.
Well, see, that doesn't. See, that's not fair either.
Yeah.
That's not something, you know. Think college. No, they actually marked it off from the.
So 15 to bring it out to the 35.
Okay. So
in high school, you can't return a kick out of the end zone.
Okay, but that gone away, he didn't return it. But why penalize them? You know, if you attempt a field goal, it's supposed to be spot. You know, from that spot. In college and in the pros is from where the kick was attempted. So, you know, why again in high school are you penalizing?
Yeah. But I get your point. But that is the rule. I forgot about that. You can't run a kick out of the end zone, be it a kickoff, punt, or miss field goal.
Then why punt? Why not attempt a field goal anytime you think you can get into the end zone? You know?
Sasser throws a pass out in the flat incomplete. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But for some reason, I just didn't think about that when you ran that kickback.
I mean, rather than punting, if you're at the 50-yard line, why not just attempt a field goal and, you know, try and get it down there? Nobody can return it that way.
Well, they can if it goes in the end zone now. If it doesn't go in the end zone, they can't.
They have to catch it, I guess, but still.
So, you have to think about that. But I can't understand why the official didn't blow it dead right away once it got in the end zone.
Yeah, they let him run all the way back, and they got a personal foul on it.
They had a brain freeze there. All right, 2nd and 10. Sasser's in the shotgun. Twins to the right. And he'll send Yates in motion. There's the flag. That's going to be a false start.
Oh, he got back in his spot.
Yeah, I think Mobley, number 11, started going motion, then he came back and apparently went forward.
Mobley's still rubbing out his legs constantly.
They're going to take him out and put Maxwell back in. So penalty back to the 30 be 1st and 15, 2nd and 15 right there. So, yeah, if the kick doesn't go in the end zone, he can run it back. But high school, kickoff, punt, or miss field goal goes in the end zone.
Yeah, once it crosses the end zone, I know you can't return it on a kickoff and punt. I just didn't think about the kick set.
Yeah, I didn't think it either. I thought I just forgot he couldn't do that. Sasser takes the snap, fakes, he hands off to Stevens and get a little room, but then actually that's Butler, number 23, not Stevens, and he's brought down about the 32-yard line.
You know, I want to mention something. You know, you were offering condolences earlier. I want to mention something to Bo Dubois, who's our starting center. Lost his dad.
Sure did.
I heard his Uncle Chris saying that this is the first game he's played without his dad. And, you know, he lost his dad back around Christmas, wasn't it?
It was around that time. I remember it was right around the holidays.
Yeah, and it was right before Christmas.
Never an easy time to lose anybody, but around the holidays, just even worse.
Yeah, and so Bo, you know, entering his senior year, you know, it's been 8 months, almost 9 months now, but still, you know, it's something that's got to be hard to deal with, you know, going out the first time. And so Chris mentioned that earlier, and I just thought about it again as I was seeing him out there and seeing his name on here. So,
well, Bleckley calls another timeout here, and now mentioning that, we had another man pass away a few weeks ago. That was a Rollers fan. That was Mr. Ray Gerald. That's my wife's uncle. And, I think he hadn't been to a game in a while, but he was always, when his kids played here, he was always a big Royal supporter.
Yeah.
And Mr. Ray passed away a couple weeks ago. And that's my wife's uncle. So 2020 has not been kind, any way you look at it.
Yeah, I saw a post when the double hurricanes were coming. Somebody said, "Who's got double hurricanes on their bingo card for 2020?"
Yeah.
The Mayans might have been off by about 8 years.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 13 to go as soon as the timeout is up. 3:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. We trail 19-0. We're down to 1 timeout. They're down to 2. We're still in the 3rd quarter. Sasser in the shotgun. Twins to the left. One guy to the right. And he'll send that man in motion, number 9. There's a snap, flag down, and another false start maybe.
And, you know, yeah, that's what it is. And you know, we've seen. Oh yeah, there's our motion, that, like they called that last game.
I was against them. Okay. On the Raiders.
Well, good. Remember Southwest last year? Every time we went in motion, they called a false start. Like those refs had never seen a motion play.
And you know, we had how many false starts we had in that game? But I remember after the game finding out. Remember our starting center was out that night.
Yeah,
we had a new center in.
Yeah, Bo was out that night after.
And the cadence was just off a little bit. It's what some of the coaches told me, and that was causing our players to flinch a little early because they were used the other center will snap it a little bit quicker because the cadence is different. Sasser takes it, rolls to his left, under a rush, throws out. I don't know if he caught her or not. They're saying he did up around the 43-yard line.
That's going to be fourth down.
Shy of the first down. But when you have a new center, the old center is used to the cadence that the quarterback's calling. He knows what sound to snap it on. And the new center was like maybe a fraction of a second late.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to go for this. Fourth down and about 2 from the 48-yard line. Or the 43-yard line.
You got 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter, down 19-0.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Sasser in the shotgun. May see a hard count here, but I think we're going for it anyway. He takes the snap, gives it on the stretch replay, and he's got the first down. That was number 26. Was that Stevens? Yeah, Stevens gets the first down up to about the 47, gain of about 4, and he comes up limping. Stevens is going to have to come out. He is favoring that left leg a bit. And it's going to be first and 10 from their own 47 for the Royals as we reach 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go to third.
At this point, it's probably cramping a good bit. James Teston is in. And he's out in the wide receiver.
All right, Sasser brings him up. I thought they should wind the clock, but they haven't yet.
They hadn't figured out the clock this quarter.
Sasser takes the snap, throws out here on the swing pass, complete behind the line to number 9, who breaks one tackle and gets up to about the 49-yard line. That is Brown, Marquise Brown, a young freshman.
I hadn't figured out this clock. It stops. Oh, it doesn't stop on incomplete passes. It stops
on an injury,
but it doesn't restart. Yeah, I hadn't figured it out yet. So it's not a running clock. We know that.
Yeah,
if it was a running clock, we would have been done. We would have been done with the game by now.
Well, it's only a yard gain by Brown. Gets up to the 49. And usually officiating crews, as I used to officiate many years ago, usually the clock operator is the first-year guy because he's learning, and maybe and I'm not saying that's a first-year man over there. I have no idea, but he could be. He's just learning as we go, as they say. Second and 9 now. Sasser takes the snap, fakes, and he hands off to Butler on a delay. He's got to run up to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. It's a foot race, and they catch him from behind down around the 15-yard line. By far the biggest play for the Royals running game tonight. All the way down to the 14-yard line. It'll be first and 10 right there for the Royals. So our first threat of the night, if you will. And they put it right on the 15-yard line, first and 10.
Yeah, it's a delayed draw there.
And first and 10 with 1:20 to go. And the Royals hurry up to the line, going to go fast now. Sasser takes the snap, gives it to Butler again on the same play, and he's inside the 10, down around the 8 maybe, gain of about 7 on the play. So the running game picks up all of a sudden, and now they stop the play. Do they have a penalty? Oh, they got an injured player. They got no timeout. West Lawrence. West Lawrence calls the timeout, and they do have a player down, by the way. He may be cramping up as well.
Now, correct me. We took one timeout this half.
Right. No, we've taken 2.
Oh, we have taken 2.
We called it on defense one time,
and they've taken 1. That's their first.
I thought it was their second.
That was their second.
Yeah, they just hadn't taken it off the board yet.
Okay. Well, they didn't take any of them off the board on them last.
They called a timeout right before they tried that field goal.
That's right.
So this should be their second timeout. But it's going to be second down. They're marking about the 9, gain of 6 on the play. Again, next week we'll be down in Vidalia, Georgia, taking on the Vidalia Indians. Can't make the trip, tune in right here. We'll have it on YouTube again. And again, every week is going to be pending COVID-19, I guess, what we can call it. It just depends on how it goes if the game gets played, but right now it's on as far as we know. And it will be on unless one team has just such a downfall from this dreaded disease. All right, here we go. Second and about 4 from the 9-yard line. 1:11 to go. Sasser's in the shotgun. Has Butler right behind him. Takes the snap, and he fakes, rolling to his right, looking at her, throws towards the end zone, and touchdown, Bleckley County. Caught about a yard deep, and that is number 12. Daquan Ates. Daquan Ates. Daquan Ates. So the Royals on the board finally on a 9-yard touchdown pass from Dominic Sasser to Daquan Ates. And Fordham will kick it. James Fordham will kick the extra point. Sasser will hold it with 1:06 to go in the third quarter here.
Moved the ball pretty well on that.
There's a snap.
Drive.
Kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field with 1:06 to go in the third quarter. And score now, West Lawrence 19, Bleckley 7. And James, I noticed on the extra point there, we had Big Amaris lined up at left guard.
Yeah.
Clogging that middle so nobody can break through there.
Yeah, you got to move them around a little bit, in those cases. So.
Well, on the extra point, a lot of times the push comes from the middle, so you want some big bodies in there.
Absolutely.
So 1:06 to go in the third. It's 19-7. And
I don't know what other high school games are going on tonight.
Yeah.
But,
we'll see.
I will say the Braves are tied at 7 with the Nationals.
Wow, they were leading 7-1 last I saw.
Oh no, they won the first game 7-1.
Oh,
this is game 2.
Okay. I haven't been watching any of them. I couldn't even tell you what their record is.
So Bryce Bailey, who graduated here last year, is playing tomorrow at with Middle Tennessee State against Army. They play tomorrow.
Not the midshipmen, that's Navy. Army is the Knights.
The Black Knights.
Black Knights.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up some scores here.
That's the same app I'd be using. I'm gonna look and see what college stuff there is.
Okay, I'm going to try our region. I don't have any teams in our region that's playing tonight. Dodge County plays tomorrow night, I know that. Dublin's not playing tonight. Well, they haven't changed the region because this is last year's region. Never mind. We got a new region this year, so that's not going to work.
So
Score Atlanta does not have it right.
So Middle Tennessee and Army play tomorrow at 1:30 on CBS Sports Network. So if you want to check out Bryce Bailey, don't know if he'll play, but there's always a chance.
Fordham kicks it off short. Pooch kick down around the 30, and they got an up man pick it up. He's trying to come to the left side. Breaks back up the middle, and he's down around the West Lawrence 33-yard line. That was number 2. Gunnar Jeffers was the return man. With a minute 1 to go. 19-7. West Lawrence leads it. And they're going to mark it just like about the 33-yard line.
So I was told that because we have so many out, Coach Lasher was trying to change this to a scrimmage.
Okay.
But it is an official game.
Yeah.
And that's probably what a lot of people were trying to do this year. But you also want to get your games in. So.
All right, Thompson's in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's going to throw it here in the flat. It's complete to number 12. And that's Franks. He's going to get up to about the 45-yard line. Going to be first down.
Darvin Yates.
A quick slant pattern.
Darvin Yates on the tackle there. He's playing back, and when he took that slant, he wasn't able to. He had to step and make the tackle. Just a little easy pitch and catch there.
All right, and we've been talking about Franks, the big tall receiver. That may be the first catch he's had tonight.
He's been thrown to a few times.
He's been thrown to about. He's either been unthrown or missed it, but he may have a catch, but I know you don't have many. All right, 1st and 10 from their own 45. They're sending man in motion. Thompson in the shotgun. He'll take it, and he'll give it to Hickman. And Hickman fumbled the ball, and I think we got it. Yes, sir. Big Willie Harris comes up with the ball.
Yeah, Scooter Slappy and Harris got back in there. There's one other person in there, too. And Slappy and Harris just spun him around and ripped it out. And Harris came up with it.
And when Big Willie come up with a fumble, he had to turn around and tell Hickman about it. I was hoping he wouldn't get a penalty. He did come back and was jawing a little bit, but I'm sure there's been jawing going on all night out there. So the Royals get a break here. 1st and 10 from the West Lawrence 38-yard line with 23 seconds to go in the third here, and it is 19-7. And I'll tell you what, James, I probably have some people get mad when I say this, but if I had opportunity, I'd go over and cut that PA off right now. Boy, that thing is just aggravating. I know you got to have it, but that is aggravating. All right, 1st and 10 now.
Remember last year was one game where they got in trouble for playing music and stuff.
1st and 10, Sasser takes a snap, gives it to Stevens on the stretch play, trying to get around the left side, penalty flag, and Stevens is brought down around the 35-yard line, maybe the 34.
I'm not sure what that's going to be because they
the
didn't
head
stop
linesman
it.
threw it.
It's on us.
The head linesman threw the flag right as Stevens was trying to get around the corner.
Illegal shift, he said.
Apparently, our guy coming in motion may have not got reset. If you send more than one in motion, they have to reset it. And it is illegal motion. What's the penalty there? And the way we shift people around, a lot of times two people will go in motion, then they both have to reset. So the penalty's going to back us up to the West Lawrence 43, first and 15 right there.
Main first down for the Royals.
Yeah, I know we got to have the PA and all, but it is so loud and so nerve-wracking right here. So I wish they would turn it down, but they won't do it. First and 15 now. Sasser's in the shotgun.
Well, we could close the window, but then the video wouldn't be, we'd have to go through that. It wouldn't look as good.
Sasser gives it to Stevens on the stretch play again to the right this time, and he pulls away from one defender, but doesn't get much.
He had number 71, Chase Rogers, pulling and blocking for him, but he couldn't block that many people.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of the third quarter with the score: West Lawrence 19, Bleckley 7. And James, we were talking about earlier, trying to check scores. They hadn't updated our region. The region has changed this year. As Dublin drops down to single A ball, so they're gone. East Lawrence moves to another region. They're gone. And we picked up Lamar County and Monticello.
And we were in the region with them a couple years ago.
We played Lamar County and Monticello several years ago.
Yeah. Well, you and I were doing the games because I remember going up to Monticello, and we only went up there once when we went and played them. And they had
kind of sits down in a hole.
Yeah, we had Putnam County that year too.
Yeah. Now Lamar County has a fantastic stadium. They play on the field.
Oh yeah, they do.
But they're coming here this year. It is in Cochran. The only thing about Lamar County is they only have a press box on the home side, and it's very small. There's not a lot of room in there. And we remember one year doing radio, we didn't get in the press box. We had to do it outside. But
yeah, was that?
Been up there a few times, and we actually get back into press box.
Which one was that?
Lamar County.
Yeah, we were in the press box last time.
Yeah. But first time we went there, they didn't have room.
Where was it we sat in the top row? Was that Berrien County?
May have been.
Did we sit in the top row, or there was somewhere we sat in the top row?
In there, that's all we had. Yeah, I remember that. Sasser takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Plenty of time. Throwing over the middle of the field, incomplete. He shot popped the man down around the 20.
If I remember correctly, that was the game where the umpire didn't know how to count. He was marking a half, like 4.5 or 3.5.
That was Berrien. I remember it was a long road trip.
Yeah.
I think we drove this far to sit on the top row of bleachers.
They kicked the ball out of bounds, and it was supposed to be spotted at 35. He put it at like 34.
Yeah. It's going to be third down and about 12 now after the incomplete pass there from Sasser to number 12, Eights. And I'm thinking 4-down territory here with the score the way it is, and we're late. We're just starting the fourth quarter, rather. Sasser takes a snap, gives it to Stevens on the stretch play, draw right up the middle. He's going to get yardage up to about the 33-yard line. And that's going to make fourth down very manageable here.
In Houston County, Hoco and Perry High School are playing tonight. Hoco leads 9-3 in the third quarter on that one.
That's going to be fourth down and about 4 here, almost 5 really. But that run there made it more manageable. And of course, we're definitely going for this. Coach Lester finally sends the player on. That's Maxwell. And the play clock down to 12. We're not in a real big hurry, but we might need to step it up a bit. We're down to 7 seconds now. Sasser shotgun. Takes the snap. And he fakes. He's going to keep it himself. And he's trying to break one tackle. And he's around the corner. And he's going to get the first down. He barely got the first down. He had to break a couple of tackles to do it.
Backwards over the marker.
He was hit behind the line twice. And if he hadn't broke those tackles, we would have not got the first down.
Veterans leads Northside Warner Robins 10-0 in the third.
So it's going to be first and 10 from the 27. I do know Dodge County plays tomorrow night against Toombs County down in the Lions. And the reason it was moved to tomorrow night is because Dodge County, from what I understand, had some players quarantined. And the quarantine wasn't broken till today.
Okay.
Sasser takes a snap, gives a draw to Stevens again. And I say that I think it was pretty much the whole team, because I talked to a guy I know there I work with, and he said a lot of their practices were doing Zoom.
Yeah.
They weren't able to meet together and have a practice. So,
One region, Lamar County 29 in the third quarter against over Pike with 6.
all right, going to be second down and about 5 here at the 23-yard line for Bleckley. Satcher's in the shotgun. He has a wide out on each side. He has Stevens in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, and he gives it to Stevens again, but a false start's going to be called on Bleckley. No, beg your pardon, offsides on West Lawrence. That may be enough for a first down. And apparently one of their guys lined up in the neutral zone. Let's see if it's enough to get the first. It was right about 5 to go. And it looks like it's going to be just shy, so it's going to be second down, about half a yard to go here now.
Macon County's leading Clinch County 21-13. Clinch, a team that we played a few times.
Yeah. Clinch was loaded to the gill when we played them. I don't know how they are now. They had a guy that ended up signing with Georgia. Second, about half a yard now from about the 17-yard line. Sasser in the shotgun, hit flip flop, Maxwell in motion, takes the snap, gives it to Stevens on the draw play, and he's going to get the first down up around the 15-yard line. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got about 2.5 yards. Going to be first and 10 from the 15.
Mount DeSales is leading Monticello 14-0, and that's listed second quarter. I'm sure they're in the third quarter by now.
With 9:30 to go here in the game, we trail 19-7, but we're threatening again here. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. Sasser's in the shotgun and wide out on each side. Stevens in the backfield with him. He'll send Maxwell in motion. Fakes. He gives it to Stevens on the draw. He's at the middle. He's at the goal line. Touchdown, Baker County. Finally, the running game is starting to come through here.
You know, it took 2 and about 3/4 quarters, but finally getting the ball moving.
Yeah, the running game has been stuck pretty much all night, but the past couple of drives, we moved the football with it, and that was just a delayed draw to Stevens, who took it up the middle and broke a couple of tackles and got in the end zone. So it's 19-13 now with the extra point to come. So the Royals right back in the game with 9:11 to go here. And Fordham will attempt the extra point here. I think soaking wet with his helmet and uniform on, Fordham may weigh $120. But he can kick. There's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. And with 9:11 to go in the game, the score now, West Lawrence 19, Bleckley County 14. So don't turn your computer off yet, folks. We still got a ball game here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what our viewership is right now, but hopefully people are telling others to tune in and it's picking up.
Yeah, sure we probably had some turn it off when we got down 19-0, but we're right back in it here, plenty of time.
And we're at 72 right now.
And 19-14. Well, there goes that crazy PA again. I have some people get mad at me, but I wish they would just stop that. And,
Wild thing.
Fordham will kick it off. We hope y'all can hear us. Back deep for the Raiders is number 3, Edmund, and I can't see the other number on the young man right there. It looks like Hickman on the far side.
Sorry, everybody. Our cameraman fell asleep on us there for a minute, I
Of
think.
course, you want to kick this deep. Too much time to have to think about onside here unless you want to surprise him. And he'll kind of squib it down. And it's caught at the 30 by number 2. He's up to the 35 and brought down around the 40. That is Jeffers on the return. So apparently Coach Lester wanted to kick away from those 2 deep men. One of them took it to the house earlier.
Number 10, Jason High on the stop.
And it's going to be first and 10. West Lawrence at their own 42-yard line.
So I've got everybody from last year at least starred still, and nobody else is in action tonight.
I know some teams are not going to start their season until about the middle or end of September. I know all Bibb County schools won't play till then. I didn't know that.
Well, they go back on, Bibb County goes back, I think, I heard on the 14th. That's what I heard today. But yeah, none of those teams.
Yeah, I knew it was around the middle.
Dodge is not listed as being in action tomorrow night either. But
well, no, they may have changed that yet. Thompson takes the snap, gives it to Hickman on the draw, and nothing doing. We hit him behind the line. He's going to lose yardage back to about the 37-yard line.
Harris was the first one in there and had him wrapped up around the legs.
So the Royal defense fired up now after the stop while ago in the offense.
Got in there. Yeah, Pope got in there to help take him down. But
with the offense scoring a couple of scores now, the defense has fired back up. They made a stop earlier, and that's a loss of 5 there. It's going to be 2nd and 15. With 8:35 and counting to go in the game here. West Lawners not in a hurry. Of course, they want to eat some clock, but they only up 1 score. 19-14. Those missed extra points may come back to haunt them. Thompson's in the shotgun. He has twins to the left. He takes the snap, and he gives it to Hickman again on the draw. We hit him behind the line again. He's going to lose yardage again, back to around the 34-yard line. So back-to-back negative plays by the Raiders. And the Royal defense is really fired up now.
That was Slappy Mack and Pope all in there again. You know, we're getting in there, and I don't know if they're, shifting and our guys are just hitting those lanes or what. But
well, they were in there both of those plays. About time Hickman took the head off.
Yeah, we had 3 in his face as soon as he got the ball the last 2 plays.
It's going to be 3rd down and about
the same
18.
Same thing happened on that fumble. We had 3 right in his face right away.
Yep. Be 3rd down and about 18 or 19 here to go from the 34-yard line. Thompson's in the shotgun, twins to the right, one guy to the left. He takes a snap in, he gives it to Hickman on the draw, and he's going to get to about 35, and we're going to bring him down right there. Nowhere near the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to punt this thing, and the Royals will get the ball back here.
Hope it's Slappy on the tackle there.
They're going to get the ball back with all the momentum. It's going to be 4th down at their own 36-yard line. And nobody's out there, and they're lining up. They better get there and go. Finally, the defense
they're
comes
lined
back
up
out
to
there.
punt.
And we're going to send H and Brown back deep. And we'll stack everybody else up on the line. Hickman will punt it with 6:55 and counting here. Long count. We almost jumped, but we don't. There's the snap, and we can come after it, but he gets it away. The line drive, short kick, hits on the 40, takes a roll, and Yates will fall on it about the 31-yard line.
That was a nice spiral punt, turned over, and it took a great, West Lawrence bounce. The lucky thing was it bounced right at Yates. He was able to save it.
Yeah, if he doesn't do that, it may roll another 10 yards.
He saved at least 10, if not more.
Yeah. But they had that spin on it, and it was moving.
He didn't want to run it back because he didn't want to get popped.
Yeah.
But
he went straight down on it and protected it.
He had nothing but white in front of him.
All right, 1st and 10 from our own 32-yard line with 6:41 to go. We're down 19-14, so still a ball game. Sasser in the shotgun, twins to the right, one to the left. Takes a snap, and he gives it to Butler on the read this time, and nothing doing. He's going to get brought down right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Gave him about a yard. It looks like some people are jumping back in to join us. We're up to 85 now.
All right, yeah, they may have went away, but they're coming back.
Tell your friends if they turned it off and they turn it back on now.
They gave him about half a yard. It's going to be 2nd down, not a little bit more than 9. It's not an even 9. Sasser's in the shotgun. Clock running at 6:10 here. Sasser takes a snap. He fakes. Throws out in the flat. It's complete up around the 35. And Mobley fell down. Boy, he had some room. He fell down about the 38-yard line.
He should have picked up the 1st down, if not more.
Yeah, he would have at least got the 1st. He went to cut. He just slipped right at the 39-yard line. But it is a good gain. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3, maybe 4, not quite 4 yards to go. We got to.
Sasser made a great pass on that. Yeah. Hit him just in the right spot.
We're just shy of the 39. We got to get to the 42. So we're just over 3 to go for the 1st here. Boy, if he hadn't slipped, he at least gets the 1st because he has some room. The big 3rd down here. We need to move the change to 5:30 to go in the game. Sasser in the shotgun. Takes a snap. And he gives it Stevens on the draw. He's got the 1st down and more. Up to the 45 and brought down around the 47. A shoestring tackle saved a big run.
Yeah, Stevens had to make that cut. Somebody got a hold of him as he was making that cut outside.
He grabbed him by the ankle, or Stevens would have had a bigger run, but he does get the 1st down up to the 47. 1st and 10 for the Royals. We're 5:15 and counting. Maybe the last chance we have here, so.
Yeah, with only one timeout.
You're probably looking at 4 down territory no matter where you're at. Sasser's in the shotgun. Twins to the right, one to the left. Takes the snap. And he goes with the Stevens again, trying to get him on the stretch plays around the corner. He's down the sideline, up to the 25, up to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Bleckley County!
Oh my goodness!
That was not Stevens, that was actually Butler.
Wow!
He almost showboated it too early, didn't he?
He was looking back at the sidelines with his hand in the air before he got there, and I thought he was about to get caught.
Well, he almost did.
I was seeing Leon Lett there running that ball.
I know, he was.
Where did he go for 2?
He started showboating it around the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
And I assure you, Coach Lassiter will, as they say, rip him a new one.
Oh, yeah.
Because he almost got caught. That was Butler. It was not Stevens, by the way.
That was our Leon Lett.
Yeah. And we're going to go for 2, but we're going to have to call a timeout as nobody is even halfway
We
ready.
got everybody out there. They don't realize we're going for 2.
Yeah, they got a little too excited on the play, which you can understand that. But
you got to go for 2 here. We're up 20-19. If you go for 1, it doesn't matter.
a field goal can beat you either way.
Yeah, if you miss it, if you miss if you get the 2-point conversion, you're up by a field goal at least. If you don't, you're still up by 1. So you don't take the extra point here no matter what. You got to go for 2.
So Butler runs a 53-yard touchdown run, but like you said, he started showboating. And
After about 38 yards.
He was showboating around the 15-yard line or so and almost got caught at the goal line. And I'm sure the coaches will address that because there's no place for that. You almost cost your team a touchdown there.
Well, I mean, about the 15, he turns around and he's looking back at the sideline in the crowd with the hand in the air.
I'm gonna say it. He was wanting, hey, look at me. That's what he was doing. Look at me.
That's gonna be on the coach's film on Monday or Tuesday probably. But here's what I don't want to see you do again.
Well, everybody saw it. He can't deny it. Film or no film. And I assure you, Coach Lassiter will address that because he is not about that at all. That is one thing he does not like is he's showboating. And I get it. He's a young man. He's making a big play and he's going to score, but score first. Make sure you score.
You pull it like you do, like they do in rugby. You run it to the end zone and you put it down.
Yeah. But you have to do it in rugby for it to count. Right?
Yeah. If you don't put it down, it doesn't count. I saw a person who got absolutely drilled standing in the end zone after scoring a try, and because he didn't put the ball down, and it was still a live play. So
I don't know much about the rules of rugby, but I do know that. All right, we're going to go for 2. Sasser in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolling to his right, wanting to throws into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Might have been intercepted. It doesn't matter. Incomplete either way. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
The only downside to if it hadn't been intercepted is if he stayed on his feet and taking it back, because then we'd be down 1 instead of up 1. So.
Well, no, he can't take it back.
Oh, you can't take it back in.
Not high school.
Even if you pick it off?
Nope.
Okay.
If he picks it off,
dead ball. So that's,
play
again, unfair.
That's why when you go for 2, you might as well throw it in the coverage because if he intercepts it, doesn't matter. So we're up 20-19 now with 4:52 to go in the game. So still a lot of time.
Yeah, welcome to all of our new viewers that have picked us back up now as we top the century mark.
And Fordham will kick it off again. So the defense, the last couple of drives have made some plays. We got to do it one more time here. They still got West Lawrence with 2 timeouts on the board, but I think they only got 1.
I'm pretty sure they've used 2 of theirs.
Because they called one on that field goal they tried, and then they called one down here when we were on that drive.
That might have been an injury timeout, though.
It could have been, but
because they had a guy cramped up.
Because Fordham will kick it off with 4:52 to go. We're up 20-19, and boy, who would have saw this just a little while ago, James? We're down 19-0, middle of the 3rd quarter. But the Royals did not give up. They have fought back to take the lead here. And stunned is the least to say on the West Lawrence sideline right now. A pooch kick again. Jeffers will take it at about the 31, and he's going to be brought down around the 36. Not much for the return there.
That was number 35, Austin Johnson on tackle.
So
you got to make sure when you make those tackles, he kind of pushed off of him getting up. You got to make sure you don't make any mistakes. Nothing that gives them opportunity to call something.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 35, and the West Lawrence sideline and their fans got to be stunned right now. I mean, you're sitting there at 19-0 midway through the 3rd, and in all honesty, our offense ain't done a whole lot all game. But then they finally come alive.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we were until we scored with 1:06 left in the third. Was our first touchdown.
1st and 10 now. Thompson's in the shotgun, wide out on each side. Kicking Hickman in the backfield. When he takes the snap, gives it to Hickman. He comes with the ball. Hey, can we get on it? Let's see who got that. Oh, they're saying West Orange got it back.
Oh, he's calling that too quick.
Boy, Willie Harris was in there fighting for it.
Willie couldn't fall down on top of it quick enough.
Yeah. Willie Harris hit Hickman right time he took the handoff, way back at the 28-yard line.
He punched it out.
And Willie just couldn't get on it quick enough, but then he jumped in the pile fighting for it, but they said Hickman had it.
It did cost them another yard with the fumble.
Back to the 27.
Yeah, because where he recovered it, he had lost a yard from where he got hit.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 18, loss of 8 on the play, 4:20 and counting here. Bleckley leads at 20-19. The defense has come to life here. They have really played well the last few possessions. Thompson's in the shotgun, takes the snap. And he gives it. This is not Hickman, another running back trying to get him around the left corner, and he's not going to get much.
Oh, it's a face mask.
It must have been a face mask.
It was. I could kind of see through there.
The way the
kind of went down,
the way the West Lawrence sidelines reacting, it had to be because he was tackled at about the 30.
But that's not going to be a first down.
Well, yeah, face mask is not automatic.
Doesn't matter. I don't think he got far enough unless he crossed that line. Which
I don't think face mask is automatic first down anymore.
It's not, but I think they. No, it's going to be enough. It's going to be a yard.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to give him a first down, just barely. 4:02 left on that stoppage.
So that would give them the first down, just over the 45, and they're going to put it at the 47-yard line.
So for the last quarter and a half, they've been trying to run the ball up the middle instead of outside so much, and that's really where we've been stopping them on those up the middle runs. We've been stuffing them.
They wound the clock, so we're under 4 minutes.
He only picked up about 4 or 5 yards getting out there.
It would have been 3rd and long.
Mask, yeah,
3rd and long had not been for that. All right, 1st and 10. Thompson's in the shotgun. He takes the snap, gives it to. He fakes. And he's going to be rushing. He'll be sacked way behind the line if we never tackle him. And we finally bring him down about the 40-yard line, loss of about 7.
That was Pope that had him wrapped up.
And look, he's just dancing with him instead of tackling him. But he finally brings him down at the 40, just over the 40.
That was number 28. Demetrius Pope that had him wrapped up.
2nd down and about 17 here. He lost back to about the 40, just shy of the 40. We'll call it 16 and a half. And we reached the 3-minute mark now. And James just wondering how close they got to get for a field goal attempt with Cooey. Who is the better kicker?
I mean, they kicked what was it, about a 41-yard attempt?
Close. He come up short. 2nd down. Thompson takes it, rolls to his right. And he throws it here incomplete. That should be intentional grounding. Yes, sir. They called that. I saw the white hat call the intentional grounding. He threw that ball. There was nobody in the area.
Better to take the intentional grounding because you lose the play and the
there
spot.
Was a hole right there. Somebody had to see that hole.
I don't know how the white hat didn't throw that hole.
No, you can't take them both. They are both live ball penalties, of course. I would take the intentional grounding.
You take the intentional grounding, yeah, because you lose the down and yardage.
You lose it's going to be right where you threw it and lost it down. So I'm sure Coach Lasher would decline to hold and take the intentional grounding, because he loses the down.
Yeah, because you lose the yards and the down. You don't want to go 10 back and give them an extra yard. Actually, that would have been about a 17, 18-yard penalty.
Now it's going to be 3rd down. With the holding, we got 2nd down over. I'm just going to shoot that speaker up there. I had it with that PA.
Well, everybody's yelling at them to stop playing because they're playing it right up until the snap, and you got to be careful with that. That got us in trouble last year.
3rd down and a country mile here. They're on 28. They got to get to our 44. Thompson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. No pressure. Throws over the middle of the field, and it's caught. Sliding catch up around the 40-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down right there. 4th down. They got a good chunk of it back. They're on 40. They got to get to our 43. 5, 10, 15. They got this 4th and 17. And they call a timeout.
It says they have 2 left, but
They call a timeout. I'm not sure. I still think that's their third, but maybe I'm wrong.
Now, let me give one more shout out while we got a large audience of 113 to Chris Nobles of NoblesNet, who has provided the internet for us again this year. NoblesNet helps people who can't get internet. Call Chris Nobles at NoblesNet 478-308-0596 if you need internet. Or if you have internet and your internet is not that great, give him a call, 478-308-0596.
And big thank you to Mr. Chris for doing this for us. It is a great service, and we appreciate it very, very much. It's 4th down and 17 from their own 40. They got to get to our just about our 43. And hold them here, James. You can run the clock out even if they do have a timeout.
Yeah, even with one timeout, we can still, we should be able to run it out.
Big play right here for the Royal defense. Now, you can't play real soft here. You don't want to give up anything, where they can make a play here.
Well, don't let them get outside where they've been getting those big plays and watch the passes. They've shown they can make the passes, and number 12, Franks, is a big target out there.
But you get some pressure on Thompson here.
Which we have consistently.
4th down, here we go. Could be the ball game. Thompson's in the shotgun. Swings to the left. He'll send a man in motion. Long count. He takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Got a man chasing him. Tries to he's intercepted. We got a guy running with it down the sideline. He's going to go to the house. Touchdown, Bleckley County. This intercepted, and that just may do it.
That was flag down. 26 or number 20. I can't tell.
Very late flag. Very late flag.
It's in the middle of the field, so I'm not sure what it is.
Got to be a celebration penalty.
That's number 26, Chucky Stevens.
Is that Stevens?
That was Stevens.
They tried to throw a screen, and Stevens was right there, picked it off, and took it to the house. And the flag came in very, very, very late, and maybe on West Lawrence, but they're talking to Coach Lassiter now. I wonder if it's unsportsmanlike on West Lawrence.
I'm sorry, number 20. They said Christian Newberg.
Let's see what the penalty is. Touchdown is good. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Bleckley. Must have been a celebration penalty.
Them.
No, on West Lawrence.
Yeah,
You're right. I was thinking the wrong way. So we'll get that on the kickoff. Apparently, there was something going on after the play because that flag came in.
I think their quarterback got a tried to take a shot at one of our guys back there.
All right, Fordham puts the extra point up and good. That makes it 27-19. That's an 8-point lead. Still a one-score game, though.
Yeah.
So
you'd almost rather be in a 7-point lead, so they have to try to kick when they've struggled if they did score. But
that flag came in way after the play was over. So apparently, one of their players said something or did something as they walked off the field.
35-yard interception.
So with 2:15 to go here in the game, Bleckley up by 8. There comes the unsportsmanlike penalty. We'll kick off from their 45. And there goes I'm going to hush. I can't stand that.
Now getting the crowd going, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I understand that. So Fordham will kick it off here with 2:15 to go. Bleckley leads at 27-19.
Extra 15 yards, he could probably get into the end zone.
We'll see what they do here.
You probably want to do that and just have them come out, starting at what, the 20 or is it 25 or is it 20 in high school?
20.
20, okay.
So let's see what we do here.
We got Zach Lassiter watching.
So we're kicking off from the West Lawrence 45. Fordham approaches it, and it's a long kick. Now we'll get in the end zone. I think.
Be in the end zone.
Yes, it did. So they'll bring it out to the 20.
I was scared for a second it was going to go out of bounds, but it did sneak inside the pylon there.
So they'll have to go 80 yards if they want to try to tie this game, which is the best they can do with the 8-point lead. Now you kind of wish you kicked the extra point earlier, but hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, you didn't know that you were going to score. You know, if we didn't get that pick six there, as a matter of fact, you could say he could have downed that ball after he picked it off, or even let it go.
We could
have run the clock out. Now we're playing defense
But
again.
you got a young man that sees that opportunity.
Exactly.
It's hard not to do that.
That's always been my point too. You know, I remember Todd Gurley a few years ago. I think it was Gurley. Down the ball. Or no, it was Craig Lumpkin I'm thinking of. Down the ball at like the 1 for Georgia after picking up the first down, just so they could take a knee and run out the clock. You know, but that takes you really thinking about it.
Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 20. Still plenty of time in this game. High snap, but Thompson takes it, rolling to his right, looking to throw, and it's incomplete. Trying to hit Franks, I believe, over here on the right side. And he dove for it and missed it. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Coach Davis getting all his guys back because they're standing right there on top of him.
Yeah, you got to move back behind that white line to give the official room to run.
Well, when the player slid over into the too far over, they went to pat their guy on the back and were over the top of Franks.
And a new rule this year with the COVID now, the team box is actually extended further than it normally is.
Okay. Yeah, it goes down to the 25 now?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe go to the 20. I'm not sure. 2nd down, Thompson in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolling to his left this time, looking to throw. And he's throwing over the middle field, incomplete. He underthrew everybody. That was nowhere near. Franks was in the area, but there's no way he's going to catch that.
No, that was about 5-6 yards short of Franks.
So 3rd down now.
He's a big target, but
So we got to stop him 2 more times. So 3rd down here with 2:06 to go in the game. 2:06 to go here. 27-19. Bleckley leads it. 27 unanswered here for the Royals. 3rd down and 10. Thompson brings them up. He'll split 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Hickman in the backfield with him. Although I don't think they'll run the ball here. Royals have a 4-man front. There's the snap. Thompson drops straight back to throw. Throws out here in the flat, and it's caught. So he's going to be shy of the 1st down.
yeah, it's number 14 on the catch.
Up around the 28-yard line. It'll be 4th down at about 2.
Darvin Yates on the tackle there.
Clock running at 1:52 here.
Yeah, made a quick tackle and got him down. So
And they come quickly to the line here. 4th and about 2 here. Big play if we can stop them. And they run the guy. Oh, I thought he was going off the field, but he's
no,
just
they swapped their number 13 was
Yeah.
on the far side, came across.
And they're having trouble getting the play here. Play
They
clock
only,
at 20.
it says they have a timeout left, but
Thompson takes it, rolls to his left, looking to throw. Going long down the left sideline, and it's caught at the 40-yard line. And we finally tackled him about the 39. Unbelievable. He threw it deep on 4th and 2. And we had 2 guys down there, and we fall down, and he makes the catch. Up to the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 right there. Coach Lawrence quickly up to the ball, and they're going to spike it, looks like. And they do spike it with 1:17 to go here.
That was close to offensive pass interference because it almost looked like they shoved our guy down.
Well, the pass
to
was
make the pass.
underthrown,
Yeah.
and the guy came back. And we had 2 guys there, and one of them fell down or got knocked down, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw him go down. I saw the guy come over the top of him. Riley said it looked like he shoved him down. So
It's going to be 2nd and 10 now after the spike. A minute. Well, I don't understand. The clock is running.
that's why I told you.
He spiked the ball, and the clock is running.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's at 1:03.
New game clock guy. New clock guy this year.
And I think the West Lawrence coach is pointing that out now. Clock is under a minute after they spiked the ball. But, earlier it ran on an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
But it was, I think, 110. when
why are
they
you
spiked it.
gonna spike it if it's gonna run?
That's true. It was at 110 when he spiked it, is what I saw on the clock, and it's at 56 seconds now.
Yeah, they restarted it when they set everything.
Had West Lawrence coach not saw that, that would have been a huge break for the Royals.
Absolutely.
Now the officials are talking over, I think, trying to figure out how much time is supposed to be on the clock. And let's see what they do here. I think he's going to.
They're all mic'd up. As far as being able to communicate.
I think they'll come over and tell our coaches to call up here and put the correct time on here. Let's see what they do.
West Lawrence is coming up to the line, but they're not.
I saw the clock at 110 when.
Whoa! Now
No,
150
that's
is
not
not right.
150.
Okay.
It wasn't 115, it was 110. But they're going to leave it on 115, looks like. It was on 110 when he spiked it. But they're going to leave it on 115.
People in the crowd are yelling 111. They're getting 4 extra seconds.
Second down and 10. West Lawrence up to the line. A minute 15 to go. That's what they're going to leave it on, whether it's right or not. Thompson's in the shotgun. Twins to the right, one to the left. Takes the snap. Fakes. He's looking to throw. Throwing out here in the flat. It's complete to number 16. He's at the 25. He's brought down around the 24-yard line. Another big game for the Raiders there.
We got 2 of our guys down, number 12 and number 13, both down on the ground. That's Yates and Yates.
And both of them are back up. But Yates is really limping off.
Both of them were in on the tackle along with one other person. I'm not sure who the other person was, but they're sending them both off.
A minute 5 to go in the game.
We only have 9 on the field right now.
A minute 5 to go in the game. Bleckley leads at 27-19 here.
And Yates is trying to come back on, but they're sending him back off. So
Looks like they're going to spike it again here.
All right, now we've got 11 on the field.
Looks like they're lining up to spike it again here. Thompson's under center. He ain't been under center all night other than to spike it. And they don't wind the clock. Now they do. The clock should have wound before they hiked it. And only 1 second ran off of it. He should have wound the clock before he snapped it, but he didn't. Second down now and 10.
Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. He lost 2 yards on that play.
How can you lose 2 yards on an incomplete pass?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Get that. I can't believe West Lawrence coach is not all over his ear right now because he spiked the ball.
Rule that we don't know.
He spiked the ball and they move it back to the 26-yard line. Second and 12 now. Boy, wow. Don't understand that one.
Okay. Well,
Thompson's in shotgun now. Minute 4 to go in the game. He takes the snap. Drops straight back to throw. He's hit as he throws. And it's incomplete off the hands of the receiver down around the 11-yard line. It's going to be third down now.
Ooh, I don't like those gold pom-poms. I thought I saw a yellow flag come up.
Oh, yeah. But I can't.
Not that I don't like the gold pom-poms, just in that view.
For the life of me, I can't understand why they moved the ball back 3 yards on a spike.
I don't know.
And apparently the West Lawrence coach either didn't notice or he knows something we don't because he is not arguing it. Third down and 13 now, officially. 1 minute exactly to go. And you think that took more than 4 seconds, but apparently not. 27-19, Bleckley leads it. Third down and about 13. They're sitting just outside of our 25-yard line. Now he's going to move the ball back up. Now they move it back up.
Why now?
So it's third down and 10, which is where it should be.
The ball marker.
Thompson takes a snap, and then they blow it dead, flag down.
Wait a minute. If they call it
false start on West Lawrence.
Well, yeah, because they moved the ball right before the play.
And they were trying to line up.
That's on the official, man. Come on.
Even though we'll take the penalty, it helps the Royals.
That's just.
Well, that's on the officials. You're right, because they moved the ball. West Lawrence tried to move up with the ball, and therefore you got the false start.
They should have stood over the ball, let everybody get set, and then move.
So it's third and 15 is what it is, with 59.2 seconds to go.
A little bit of shoddy officiating here in the end.
Yeah, that's got to be on the officials there. Third down and 15. Thompson's in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. No pressure, throws a screen. It's complete. Breaks one tackle, breaks another, and he brought down around the 17-yard line. Boy, we had him right
at the line of scrimmage. He spun right out of that first tackle.
We had him right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down, fourth and about 5.
So
they're quickly to the line. Thompson's in the shotgun. 35 seconds, clock running. Fourth and about 5. Royals need a stop here. If they do, it's the ball game. He takes the snap, rolling to his right, looking to throw. Throws out here in the flat, incomplete, and the Royals will take over. First down, Bleckley County. And a couple of kneel downs, actually one kneel down.
Yeah, we're under. Well, actually, the play clock's at 25, the game clock's at 25.9. So they'll have to run it down and then take the knee. But, well, you get it under 25, you'll be all right. So.
Well, they can kneel it, and then we'll have to snap it again if they don't call timeout. So 25.9 seconds to go. Bleckley takes over. First and 10 from their own 17-yard line. West Lawrence threatened at the end to try to tie it, but come up short. But what a game. The Royals down 19-0 midway to the third and scored 27 unanswered. Apparently going to win this thing.
We're up to 131 viewers tonight.
Wow. We appreciate everybody being here with us. And now, as Coach Sam Bars used to say, the best play in football, the victory formation here.
When we went up,
Sasser will take it, and he will take the knee, and the clock will run, and they don't have to run another play as it's under 25 seconds.
yeah. So when we were up, or when we were down by 19, we were at about 70 viewers. And after we scored that second touchdown, we shot right on up. So we appreciate everybody tuning in.
And that's going to be the game. And, James, we won't have a post-game handshake. I think the Georgia High School put that in because of the virus.
I thought that call earlier said they had a fist bump. No, that was a crackback block. That's right.
Well, that'll do it.
Thank you for all the participating.
What a game. And we're actually, West Lawrence is lining up for a handshake. Apparently, we are going to have one.
They'll all sanitize
It's just
afterwards.
going to be a fist bump. Not going to be a lot of.
They're all wearing masks and.
Yeah. So what a game, boy! The Royals get off the deck here in the second half to going from absolutely doing nothing to.
The defense really stepped up.
Yeah.
First, and then then came the offense kicking it in. So.
And we were dead in the water. You knew it. I knew it. We all knew it. But the big play, I guess, was when we finally scored. Then we had the interception on the next, or the fumble on the next possession. And the momentum really swung, and West Lawrence really did nothing after that. And Bleckley just turned it
Until their last drive, they really didn't move the ball much again.
Right.
Every time they handed the ball off, we had three guys right in front of them.
And that last drive, the big play was on fourth down when they just heaved that thing deep.
Yeah.
And it was underthrown, but the guy came back and made the catch.
Yeah, we better go ahead and
We'll
wrap this thing up before we get a huge crowd on the field for everybody to see.
Yeah. Well, they were supposed to not let anybody on the field, but apparently they're not abiding by that. Okay, that'll do it, folks. Glad to have everybody here tonight. Next week we'll be in Vidalia, Georgia, as the Royals go down there and take on the Indians. If you can't make it, tune in right here about 7:20 or so. James and I have it for you on the YouTube.
Yeah, we'll try and come on early for pregame. About 10 minutes early for pregame. And, if you're watching us and you're joining us next week, we'd love to hear where everybody's watching from. If you're at home or if you're, out on the, you're traveling somewhere and you're joining us from there, or wherever you may be. If you're from out of town or one of our former players, I saw a couple of our former players on here comment tonight. So a great win for the Royals tonight. Looked like the Braves coming back from that big, big deficit. So
and they could have easily just folded the 10 down big late like that, but they didn't.
Yeah.
So we start the year 1-0. Can't start off any better than that. And like I said, next week down in Vidalia we're playing the Indians. James, anything else? We'll tie it up.
I think that's it. Join us next week about 7:20 for pregame and kickoff at 7:30 for Vidalia. You can subscribe to our channel and you get notices as soon as we go live, so that make sure you don't miss any of the action this year.
All right, that'll do it. Once again, your final score from here in Cochran, Georgia, Bleckley County, 27, West Lawrence 19. You've been listening to Royals Football on the Royal Football Network. Good night, everybody.